Alrighty then, gamers. How's everyone doing tonight? It is Sunday evening in the Eurolands once again, and we're getting ready to rock the weekly Bounty Hunters first to 7 matches. If it's your first time here, this is indeed a weekly show match event for Guilty Gear Strive, happening every Sunday and open to players of all skill levels and regions. In addition to yours truly tonight, gonna be joining us on the microphone, we have Pokey representing the German FGC. Hello, hello.
Hey there, guys.
It's really cool to have people on the show who usually don't commentate much, or alternatively, as it's the case for you, I think, haven't commentated much in English yet.
Yeah, I have commentated a bit when the Hardage / now Dach weekly was still in English, like 2 or 3 times, I think. I think it was more like 2, and now since it's more combined with the German community, the commentating is obviously in German.
Yeah, especially because I come from pretty humble beginnings myself as well. Started as just this grassroots small commentator who just wanted to, get better and maybe one day be able to commentate a full event. It's I've always viewed my events as kind of a way to showcase not just the players, but also the different voices of the community whenever possible. So it's love having new people on the show. But anyway, let's start checking out what's in store for tonight. I did say earlier that this is really the era of Bridget and I guess Chip in a way as well, but especially Bridget recently for Bounty Hunters. Is like the trends have been following for the most part patch changes. We did have the emergence of a lot of Gold Lewis players during those patches where Drone was extremely powerful. Maybe a little less Gold Lewis players now, of course. We have Viking players when Viking was considered super good. Maybe a little fewer now, although Viking players showing up en masse as well. But Bridget has been probably the character, I guess along with Johnny, who've been represented quite a bit on Bounty Hunters.
Yeah, Bridget was the character that got the most people into this game. Even I started kind of on the Bridget era, not because of Bridget, but a friend introduced to me because he became aware of it because of Bridget.
Yeah, is really cool. And I think, Bridget is in a pretty good place overall at the moment. I think even though she got some nerfs in season 3, coming to season 3, doing just fine in a place where I think nobody really hates the character with a passion, and that's usually a very nice sweet spot for me personally. Alright, but let's go from bottom of the card to the top of the card in a quick manner before we have our first slot competitors. At the end of the card, looming the big boy matchups, so to speak, we got Marvel Big Wheel coming back with the Kai versus ZoKHiZ tonight. I've actually personally had some runnings, or have run to Marvel Big Wheel recently. I didn't actually know what nick they were playing under or their display name. I just played this really strong Kai player in the tower, and I was like, who is this guy? This guy's just kicking my ass. But now I realize that that player was Marvel Big Wheel, and it all makes sense now, because this player is pretty cracked, I must say. Testing their mettle against one of the finest of the Finnish FGC, ZoKHiZ. In the number 6 slot, we got Niamh coming back on Happy Chaos once again. Still in the back of our minds, the faded character switch that Niamh went through, lost that one bet, and has pretty much been a Happy Chaos player since.
She also got some Bridget coaching recently from Semi, as far as I have noticed from Semi and Niamh. Also played against her Bridget, which I have to say got a really fast improvement.
So perhaps impending Bridget switch, or is it like playing
Not
as
switch.
Bridget or like versus Bridget training?
As Bridget.
Yeah. So maybe a potential pocket character.
Yeah, I think at least that.
This particular matchup, like my initial gut feeling tells me that Bedman shouldn't be doing too good, but Bedman does have some pretty fast projectiles and the errors come out pretty fast, so Bedman might actually be a character that doesn't necessarily let Happy Chaos to just get started for free. Will be super interesting to see how it plays out. I don't think we've had this matchup on Bounty Hunters before.
Not a lot of Batmans.
Yeah, it's a rare character. Speaking of rare things, in the matchup number 5 slot, we got a Brazil mirror match. We had one already a couple of events ago, and a couple new ones coming from South America, displaying the scenes that we have no connections to, making it super interesting. BRAVADO and Raicon. Of course, you kind of have to go with, within a region kind of matchmaking like this, but it works out if we get players from far spaces of the world. If they have their buddy with them, then it works out perfectly, and we're happy to display the skill level and meta happening on the other side of the world. In the number 4 slot, we got Oeilomega and Radune, two familiar names, especially Radune, the single most featured player on Bounty Hunters throughout the lifespan of the event, of course. But I think this, I'm trying to remember if Radune has played against the Faust before on Bounty Hunters. This might actually be the first time. And if I recall correctly, Oeilomega has been doing pretty good as well. Let me pull out the stat sheet. Yeah, Oeilomega has been on the show 2 times, and 2 extremely close matches, 2 7-6s. So, so nothing more than to suggest that this is gonna be a nail biter as well. Generally, like matchups against Radune plays in a very particular way, and Radune's matches tend to be really fun to watch. So I imagine from all evidence gathered, this is gonna be no different. Then we got on the number 3 slot, Emu and Vlink, a chip mirror match, and this one has a little bit of lore behind it, as far as I understood. These two players played against each other recently in double elimination brackets. I believe it was Striving for Progress. Ended up being super close. I forgot who took it. I think it was Vlink, but I would say, considering how it was a tournament match and it was extremely close, I think neither one of these players currently feel like they have the upper edge. So it's probably the perfect place to sort of check who's the toughest chip of the player skill bracket that these two players represent at the moment.
Why does SFP have such a chip majority?
That's a good question. I think that goes. Yeah.
I remember when I played chip, we were like 3 chips in top 4.
It's the character character is pretty good, and I think Chip is a good character to learn to play the game with as well, because like whiff punishing is such a core concept for Chip, and you don't really get like, even though people say that playing Chip is easy and whatnot, I think Chip doesn't cut corners. Like, you do have to have fundamentals to play Chip properly. So in that sense, I think Chip is a really good character to learn to play the game with.
I guess you could say that, but it's neutral. It's more like you don't really want to be. In most cases, you don't really are the person who gets. Who pulls the first move. You just wait till your opponent presses a button, and then you have just the speed to get in.
Yeah. That's a really good way how somebody put it in the chat. Amplifies your fundies massively, but you still rely on the fundies, so to speak. Then on the number 2 slot, we got 2 players jumping in on a short notice, so thank you so much for this. Jin and Aizawa were matched up against each other yesterday, so probably didn't have much time to lab if the matchup is not, you know, familiar with for either one of these players. Then it's that good old fuck it, we'll do it live gaming. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Two characters who are kind of long range, and I think we've had this matchup a couple of times on Bounty Hunters, and it's definitely an interesting one. I've played this matchup myself as Testament as well, and it's pretty interesting for sure. But I do see Rygand already taking the position on the cabinet. So how about we direct our attention to the number 1 slot, the opener of the evening. And yeah, we're starting out with a bang here. Of course, everybody knows Rygand as that top Mei player from Finland. This will be pretty much, I think, the first time I ever see Rygand play any other character than Mei in any fighting game. It's like since Exert days, when Rygand started getting familiar with the Guilty Gear franchise, it's always been Mei. I've heard about Rygand's pocket characters, but they just haven't been much represented until now on any public event. So it's really great to see Rygand trying their hands on an alternative character, and I think it's probably good in a sense, like especially in a game like Strive, where you don't have to sort of devote your whole life to learning a new character. It's much easier to pick up characters. Playing multiple characters gives you the deep insight for what players of that character kind of think in a top level play, and I think that's invaluable for players who are trying to, you know, get that number 1 spot, get that Grand Championship belt. You do need these little things that separate you from other players, that give you that little bit of a competitive edge. But it might as well be like there's a chance. We were talking about this a little earlier before we started the show, that, you know, Mei did get some nerfs, so perhaps it could be like a sort of trying to poke the eyes with a stick for Rygand. Stick is sort of checking at how would running a different character work out for me. And their opponent tonight, Talla Bridget, a Danish player. It's been a while since we've actually had Danish players on the show. Of course, back in the day, in the Exert days, we had very close affiliations and sort of partnerships with between all the Nordic countries, when we still didn't have the rollback netcode, and you kind of had to play with the regions that were around you. Back in those days, we had a lot of, you know, different Nordic players coming in, but on the Strive era, I think Danish players are so rare compared to many other Nordic ones. So it's great to see another representative of the Danish FGC here on Bounty Hunters.
Just say I've liked the picture that Utility choose between with a message.
Yeah, it fits really well. Alternate once again has done some good work picking up the perfect mugshots for the text. I promise, bro, it's not gonna be the DP smug face. It's the other player in the lobby.
Both are in the room, yes.
So 2 characters. Bridget, so Chip is pretty good at whiff punishing, but I think Bridget is good at not being whiff punished at the same time. Her pokes reach really far, and they often say you have to work really hard to whiff stuff as Bridget, because, you know, it is literally like almost range rivaling Axel in a way. So it'll be interesting to see if, yep.
It's the kind of problem what I hear from Sammy is that Chip is kind of one of the worst matchups since Chip's speed is still so high that Chip is one of the characters who can properly whiff punish Bridget, or at least get in before Bridget presses a second move after the first one has whiffed. In quotation marks.
Yeah, it's Bridget still has a little bit of the same feel as Axel, and the archetype that those characters sort of represent doesn't usually fare well against speed characters overall. So it does make sense that Bridget would have a small weakness to a speedster, like for example Chip or Milia
or Geo.
That's a really good. That's actually, a lot of people don't think of Geo as a speed character per se, but her unique ability to whiff punish kind of makes her one in a sense. It really depends on the matchup if you get to utilize that. But yeah, Talla is sort of a wild card in a way. I haven't seen Talla play before. I've had the pleasure of playing versus Rygand's Chip a couple of times, or rather once, and have determined that it's already pretty good. Rygand is working at the moment with very, I think, basic building blocks of the character, but already doing pretty well with it. So there's still a lot of room to grow, a lot of room for Rygand's Chip to potentially reach really high heights. Well, I see how it's gonna be. First round, first matchup of the evening. Let's go.
Classic fastest monster. Oh, nice 6 spear bot.
I do like that, you know, being on the same page on the RPS, Rygand immediately went into the red Wild Assault, but Talla was ready to burst it. Bursting that Wild Assault is actually fairly good, because not only do you break the combo, but you force the opponent to lose the 50 that they spend on the Wild Assault.
You have kind of some key moves where most people will press right so since you can get quite a good combo out of it. Some both which are like 2S countered or fastest countered since you have enough time for charged one in between.
That was a really good round for Talla. As soon as Talla got Rygand in the corner, it was just pressure, pressure, pressure. To a throw. Let's see what we're cooking up. Rygand escaping the pressure, but back into it again. Rygand now with a big question. Am I gonna spend the burst on actually burst, or am I gonna save it for Wild Assault?
Like they just the BRC catch to back dash, side switch, and the 2S catches to the back dash.
Damn, the snipe, the blue RC there, slowing Rygand, basically grinding Rygand's backdash to a halt, giving Talla a guaranteed punish there.
Also really fast match, I have to say, but also was kind of one-sided.
Yeah, it feels like Talla just had every single read. Like, going back to that backdash where Talla caught Rygand with the BRC, I think Rygand was trying to bait the DP there, but the BRC kinda working as a counter option to that. This time,
didn't get to confirm. I don't know for what he's exactly waiting. Rygand is exactly waiting since Talla didn't have the burst ready at that point.
Of course, for characters or rather players who've acquired a character at such a short notice, a lot of the drops and weird plays can often be attributed to like just not being very familiar with the character. But speaking of familiar techniques, into the overhead Rekka RC, very, very trademark of Chip players here. Right, this time it's the Wild Assault again, and able to keep it up a little bit better. Nice instant air dash punish there on the grounded poke.
Oh, didn't get the double hit. Very interesting.
And here comes the positive. Oh, nice corner to corner carry. Rygand, however, is completely stacked with the resources. Barely backdashes out of that far slash.
Oh, what a DP didn't get punished.
Ooh, Rygand.
Get 6 speed out.
Learning the tricks of the trade. Probably plus there on the break. Ooh, but now it's Talla who baits the burst.
Oh, didn't get for... baits for throw.
Really nice reads there on Talla. Both the DP read and then getting the shimmy. Kind of checking what kind of sequences Rygand wants to defend with. Cut with the clone. And back to the neutral we go. Rygand has really nice attempts at exactly this, the instant air dashes. There are a lot of sequences, a lot of things on the ground that Pridget is kind of locked onto. Stuff that has a lot of reach, but that is very slow on recovery. And Rygand is really actively trying to fish for punishes on those with those air dashes. There we go, Rygand. Turning it up. And making it, ooh, not 3, but 1. 1-1. Both players making sure that they're not gonna be free. And the data is getting collected slowly, bit by bit. It's always the first matches, the first games of a FT7 set are like anything and everything could happen. Because people tend to go into these FT7 sets with slightly different frame of mind. Is like you can't really cheese your opponent, so to say. You gotta have a strategy that carries you throughout potentially like 14 games. So people usually don't necessarily like bring all of their tricks out at once. Is data collecting and kind of just feeling out your opponent. Speaking of feeling out, Rygand again with a dash DP, this time combined with an RC 6P. Ooh, that's a dangerous 6P to whiff. One of the slowest recovering 6Ps in the game.
Wow, but confirmation with the projectile hits gets towards him, but didn't confirm the super.
Oh right, because the yo-yo
nice
came
reaction.
back. Yeah, I was like, wait, how did the throw stick to the wall? But it's actually the yo-yo coming back that they sent.
The roller neutral. I know this most similar round stuff from Rygand to be fair, but Din has lost with it with his fast round sword. It's like one of the best round swords in game reaches to the opponent. Oh, didn't get the confirm.
Damn, it flows so well for Rygand. Switching sides, maybe a little bit of a drop there, but still decent resource.
He's out of roll.
Here goes the burst for Talla. Now neither player is probably gonna have burst available for the rest of the set. Talla with the side switch combo. And set it up. There we go. Didn't set it up properly. No DP safe pressure here. And Rygand willing to go into the DP. Finally getting that, sweet taste of the DP. Having played a character that just does not have access to meterless reversal ever.
Jumps on a twist.
Nice.
Quite get the confirm.
Ooh, goes under the yo-yo set there.
Wow, the cross-up.
Damn, the jump heavy so good at doing that. Drops the combo. But
side switch. And it's enough of a kill.
Damn, that was really close for Talla. It was, the last hit was the one that built enough burst gauge and would have had a lot of meter to work with as well, if only the last hit didn't kill. But Rygand judging it perfectly, getting the kill, denying the opponent any option to use that burst.
That they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Fighting in the fast stage, but this time Talla was aware of it.
Was that 5B that Talla used?
Yeah, 5B.
Yeah, that's surprisingly good button for Bridget. I've seen it used in a lot of occasions. It does make a lot of sense, because Bridget does lack the sort of mid-range pokes with a lot of, with a fast startup. So going into 5B, your 5B has extended range. Makes a lot of sense. And now Rygand with the wall break.
Into positive bonus, safe jump. Oh, fake safe jump. Gets a reverse safe setup, tries to throw.
Now, even though Talla manages to break out here, Rygand is still with full meter available from that positive bonus.
Oh, was too active already.
Oh my god! Rygand finding the air DP. I wonder that could have even been a reaction from Rygand for Talla going airborne there. That is a lot of power acquired. Not just that grounded TP, DP, but also having a character that has access to an air DP as well. Gives you some pretty interesting, unique options. Ooh, attempts to whip punish with a throw, but Talla. Time to backdash there.
Oh, that's the combo?
Right?
Goes into wallbreak, has positive bonus again, but back to neutral. And the 2S.
Ooh, Rygand not believing in the setup.
DP. With the super, has the ring knockdown.
It's gonna be really close to killing, not quite yet. Talla does have all resources here to defend with. Takes that safe jump, immediate
Didn't
burst.
block though.
Talla can't take a single hit.
Oh, baited the option. Yeah,
Right, patient plays. Rygand actually choosing to hold the burst and not burst as soon as it was available. But now Talla. It was a wall break a little too early there. Would have probably wanted to score a couple more hits for a potential kill. And now Rygand once again with that instant air dash finds a counter option against those grounded pokes. That's the that's the risk that you take. It's probably like, because Chip approaches you so fast from the air as well, I think the primary, probably the even more scarier fact that Chip approaches so fast in the air, not just on the ground, in case of Bridget.
He has the second fastest aerial speed after Milia. So makes kind of sense that he also is like one of the characters that approaches fast on that way.
I get ready with the 2K. Abare, counter hit, prompts immediate burst from Talla. Ooh, 6P, but going into the wrong direction. Rygand has been... I think Rygand is not stranger to all sorts of manners of air shenanigans, having played, mainly May. So probably chip air movement comes fairly naturally for Rygand.
Again beats the fastest round start. Oh, faster counter. DP's out of his 5k, 6k.
Ooh, really great dash there. Talla completely avoided the jump 2k and got a whiff punish there. It is a move that is kind of hard to anti-air.
But again gets hit by the counter hit. JH.
Choosing to take the wall break without the use of burst here. Now Rygand on the way to... Ooh, but a really nice scooter there. Drops it though. Maybe worried about the burst from Rygand. And there it is.
So.
Yeah, the movement is really multi-layered. Once again.
Oh, again, enters with scooter. But kind of misses the confirm. Bursts out, beats the corner. But Rygand manages to jump out of it and hits. He gets DP'd out. Not quite enough for the kill.
Any hit would do. There it is.
It wasn't plus enough. Oh, with the JH.
Yeah, I think the way Rygand chose to sort of use the JH there, connected really high up in the air and just wasn't able to, make it plus enough to go into whatever option they wanted to go on the landing. Alright, Talla still on Rygand's tail, and anything can happen at this point. But got the movement is so, multi-layered already. This time the 6P
Nice
hits.
jump. Bursts out immediately. Not quite a confirm of the JH.
Ooh, nice there.
I have to say, the roll move from Talla uses for neutral is very nice. Not being too aggressive, but also not too patient. Using the fast roll into a far-reaching air button covers a lot of space.
Yeah, and it's the fact that you kinda have to react to if your opponent is airborne to go into the you know, the high scooter follow-up to catch them like Talla has been so far. Coming across up. Base the DP!
Is that even a cross-up in the corner? I think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
It should just be... I don't actually know. Seems weird at least. Oh, bursts out. But the super... kind of a good neutral shoot, to be honest. Is tracking and gives Bridget enough plus frames to get in for most ranges. Oh, 6-piece cross up. Continues with pressure with right assault set for Yojo, but Rygand manages to jump out again.
Damn, tried to use it again to hold Rygand still.
But the scooter just is fast enough to catch the backdashes from Rygand.
And you might as well in that situation, when you're hunting for the last pixel from your opponent, the scooter is such a fast startup, especially if you have 50 meter to combine it with. It's kind of like one of those tools, why not do it?
I can try a new way of approaching the neutral since fast it didn't work because of the 6B and 5B usage from Talla, but now kind of approached with 5H, which has a nice disjoint, and now this joint is now also forward moving. Super confirmed, this is definitely enough for wall break.
Yep, the bread and butter of chip combos. Yeah. The Rekka super.
Oh, backdash below.
That was really valuable for Talla. If that pressure string keeps going on, then Rygand would have like infinite resources. Hard bait here, but Rygand doesn't bite just yet. And it's in fact Talla who has to spend the burst here.
6 pips. Oh, but the JH just punishes the kind of slow startup for most of Bridget's normals.
Damn, that was a really great burst hold there for Rygand. It forced like the hunt for the burst there, basically ended Talla's combo, and then she was still in that difficult, precarious situations where you're like, all right, if I get a hit again, is he gonna burst this time then or not? Sometimes it's like you can get caught in that endless thought loop if you think about it too much. Sometimes it's just best to just do your combo and let them burst. But you know, the burst game meta is
over 5 feet.
Endless. Nice whip punish there. No big confirming though. And speaking of confirms, both players dropping their combos.
Oh, I think he can't block that in, I guess.
Yep, in the middle of jump heavy, so that was a true punish there by Roger.
I think Rygand just wants to punish Roger dive with 2S right there. It's not that mines, I think it's so 2S wasn't fast enough to counter the fast buttons from Bridget. And again the fake safe jump with the faster C confirm into the closest, which is enough for a kill.
Yeah, so far Rygand has been using the safe jump option quite a bit, so good, probably good layer to transition into once you put the but the bait again.
I mean, no reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah. Lots of damage done to Talla, and Rygand with the positive bonus. Super important for Talla to not let Rygand start the pressure, and here it starts, and it might actually be enough.
Okay, that's enough. Oh, it's not.
Just a little pixel
but here's
there.
The safe jump now. Yeah, burst the gold burst. And the clash. But sadly, Talla didn't react fast enough for the second move they could have done.
I think the gold burst was probably the best option there. I think Talla didn't have 50 meter for DPRC. And since gold burst in this patch is only -2 and not really punishable very easily, waking up with a gold burst probably, you know, the best thing you can do to nullify their immediate mix-up. Although you are still -2, and it's quite likely that they're gonna get press buttons on you again. Just a little short there with the instant air dash this time. Ooh, what a good conversion! Drops the combo though.
More damage.
Ooh, nice wave punish there.
Oh, didn't get the punish.
Yeah, I think...
But I think he wasn't just ready for the cross-up from the DP.
Yeah, it was such a weird situation. I think Talla was trying to use the 5B for a neutral poke, but then Rygand just went through with the DP. Here's the Scooter RC. Drops it this
And
time.
keeps out of it. Blocks the burst.
Damn!
Into the
Rygand.
full screen. Yeah, that's definitely enough for the kill.
Rygand told me when he uses Zanse Roga, it's always a misinput, but this seemed like this was premeditated. This is the one case where you will happily go into Zanse Roga and end the round with an easy combo into super. But so far, I think the biggest value Rygand has gotten is from those RPS situations when you're guessing for the DP. Rygand has had very keen sense for when the DPs are coming. And let's see if that's the case again. Yes, indeed, look at that. Or perhaps Talla is just a little too aggressive on the trigger finger here.
Oh, punches the JHK with the 2K.
I've never seen that. The jump 2K from that close range? That was brilliant.
I think it was more possible because of the slowdown, so that like it was just between the hits.
Yeah, technically I think the jump 2K hitbox is not disjointed.
Oh, the command, that's definitely enough for kill.
Alright, after
Kind of the chip usual. After the Zanse Roga with the command grab.
After the 2-2 situation, Rygand has managed to build quite a massive amount of momentum here, bringing Rygand to the 6-2 situation now with our familiar bald Mei hero rocking a new character for the first time, and it's working out great. He's like, I love how it's mainly just, basic fundamentals, nothing really fancy, but just good reads, such as, the DPs and what have you. You can get very far with, just being a good fundamentally oriented player. Now, let's see if Talla has to say something about that still. Talla working with a positive bonus and looking to continue it. Yes, indeed. Probably the best thing you can do when you do acquire that positive bonus in Strive, and especially in Season 3, just make them block something and then juggle your resources. Generate...
instant burst.
Out of the corner, that was probably very needed for Talla. Working to push... Ooh,
It's the DP.
Good reach from Talla as well. These go both ways and doesn't drop the combo this time. Oh, maybe spoke too soon.
Oh, still was close enough. I think this was just because the second hit still connected. Otherwise, if it was like the close-up situation, the second hit wouldn't have connected and it wouldn't be plus enough anymore.
Ooh, the backlash works out. Roger plummeting out of the corner and finds the hit. Rygand might have to find a burst. Making it burst safe. Rygand once again holding on to the burst.
The crosser.
Uh-oh.
As he's out of it. Instant burst again. Now corner for Talla.
It's a last
Rygand bursts out at the right moment. Back to neutral. Didn't punish the Roger dive though.
Oh, the combo drop! Backlash out of the screen! Whoa, Talla! I imagine that low Rekka is not the easiest thing to backdash because it, kind of sweeps really far. But the spacing, I think the spacing especially was really good for Talla there to make it whiff. And then I think caught backdash right after that from Rygand with a far-ranged poke. Really close game. And Talla still in it to win it.
Mankind Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, jump. Oh, nice patience for the 6B. Again. I get now, just when he's in the... Yeah, he just kind of waits up nice for the 6B just again, even with a cross-up. And doesn't really let Talla 6B in with a different varying of his timing. Because you can just air stall for so long.
Brigitte does have access to a slightly more far-reaching anti-air in the form of Too Heavy, which, ooh, again the bait from Rygand.
And it's enough for the kill.
A first opportunity for Rygand to end this set here. First set point of this match.
Oh, 6 piece of fast.
Oh, I like that. The double backdash. Basically putting herself in the exact spot where Rygand was gonna land. Is that the hardest is when Rygand and chip players kind of get the kind of this angle where they're already super high and dashing out of the corner over you. That's a spot where it's hard to do anything about that anymore. Rygand putting themselves in the corner, luckily gets a hard knockdown.
Same right side DP is 6p.
Talla is working with a life advantage here. Good 6p from Rygand, preventing the yo-yo twirl. But back at you, bro! That should be a kill. I'm still alive. However, this is still a set point position. Talla will have to win again to defuse the immediate danger. Good 6p once again, working out the bar slashes that Rygand has been tending to unleash. Oh, the backdash! Big damage coming in, and there should be a wall break. Takes it with a non-hard knockdown, so going back to neutral. Talla still with the chance. Burst is building, tension is building. We only have limited amount of health left. And Bridget is one of those... Yeah, Bridget is one of those characters who take damage fairly fast. Oh, has to burst immediately to stay alive. But now, look at these resources for Rygand. He has so many different options. RC, that should be the kill, right? Has the super...
Oh, just a combo!
Talla with one more chance. Live or die, make your choice, Talla! She finds the hit! Is Rygand gonna burst? No, not bursting just yet. It's like one hit for either player.
Oh, he still hits with the... And the back throw.
Rygand returns with the throw, the fuzzy throw. No fear for Rygand on the approaching minus frames. Gets Talla out of that dash and procures the set 7-3. Gosh. Great play from both players, starting very even, and then Rygand with especially those keen senses for, you know, baiting the universal mechanics, able to sort of derive enough, like derive some extra value over Talla. Otherwise, the neutral looked very even-ish. A really great set for the first one of the evening. All right, let's see what we got next. It would be more Bridget action. We're gonna have 2 more for the evening, and next one is gonna be none other than Jin Bridget from the Netherlands, facing off against one of the basically the player who is synonymous with Testament so far, and the most avid Testament player on Bounty Hunters so far, period. Aizawa Testament from Hungary. Let me prompt both the players quickly that it is go time. Alrighty. Jin sitting down, getting ready, saying, "Come at me, bro. Let's do this." 2 characters who have that long-range gameplay, doing it in a slightly different way. I think Bridget a little bit more closer to how Axel does it, with, you know, mostly far-range pokes. Also, like a little bit of those yo-yo projectiles as well. But Testament being the one who relies on sort of mostly for projectiles for playing the, or at least getting the game started. As Testament, you are, you know, one of those characters who have to go through the sort of jumping through a couple of extra hoops to get started. You always have to curse the opponent first or stain the opponent first, and then your pokes will become extremely potent. I think the easy thing for Testament is to get the stain on Pridget, but the hard point is then landing strikes after that. Because as we know, Pridget has that range advantage, and you know, stain isn't gonna do much if you keep using your projectiles. Ooh, trying to go in with that really aggressive gold burst, scoring a advantage from the get-go, but missing. Plus frames out of the yo-yo twirl, and now, ooh, that break looked very plus potentially. Very well spaced. With the scooter RC, should get the wall break if Jin so desires. Through the wall. And now Aizawa does have 50 of each resource to play. Of course, Aizawa, trademark known for the possession plays, the teleports. Straight into Red Assault. Ooh, that might win punish. Yes, indeed, the 5 heavy, a little too slow on recovery. That Roger being extremely fast at sniping any and every lingering hurt boxes. Testament is a very interesting character, zoner-ish archetype that has also access to the Red Wild Assault. The Red Wild Assault really sort of helped Testament make some hit confirms, you know, more consistent, made it more. Oh, wow, whoa, that thought, the possession play here is switching sides. Now Jin setting up the shop, making a wall break, no heart knockdown here. Ooh. A little too far to be reached there by 2P. Barely missing with the Arbiter sign. And again,
oh, didn't Rift punish?
This time, fast enough, it seems. And
that's a combo.
Nice. These new
combo.
Yeah, some of these new Season 3 Testament combos sort of surprise me with how much longer they keep lasting compared to some older combos. Alright, take throw into. Set up the shop. Bait on the reversal probably, break the yo-yo twirl earlier. And now Aizawa in a kind of tough position. Does have the full burst, but not 50 meter to spend. Has to go into the burst. Oh, that's
so again. Roger Bicycle Super is such a good neutral tool, I have to say that. Tracing, fast startup, plus frames, and not that bad of damage. For that.
Especially this use case that Jin just put on the board is what has gotten me so many times as well. You're kind of faking a jump in. You're checking what they're doing. If they try to anti-air you, the Roger will just kind of get you. So you can kind of go for these almost guaranteed jump-in like situations where the wrong answer is to try to anti-air for the opponent. Nice, defends the airspace, the jump slash prevents Aizawa from air dashing out of the corner. And this is perfectly fine for Bridget staying at this range, but now, ooh, with the stain!
Oh.
Gets the restain.
Yep.
Oh, and the 2P popping off.
Popping into the super, getting another stain.
It's interesting how, before stain, Testament perhaps the character with the weakest conversions in the game, but then with stain. 5D does it, yeah. With stain, even a 2P turns into a deadly, very, very deadly combo starter. Ooh, very nice timing on the Grave Reaper there. Able to stay outside of that far slash, but then scoring a hit in. Once again, possession. Ooh, that time the up Grave Reaper actually nullified the projectile coming in from Jin. And Scooter straight into the heavy Grave Reaper. No big conversion though. Yeah, this is the hard part. Like it's been fairly easy so far getting that stain on Jin, but then what comes after that, that's the hard part. The 6P.
Ah, didn't quite get the combo to succeed.
Ooh, the movement, I love that.
And now
Yeah.
backdash is throw.
So the amount of dash that Jin did play there was sort of predicting Aizawa to just perhaps not backdash or just get a single backdash. I think Aizawa took 2 though, so putting Aizawa completely outside of the throw range. Ooh, nice jump in. That was even though that was immediately met by burst, that was important because you know getting rid of the stain is a massive win for you. That's kind of what I think Jin has been trying to do with the Roger snipes. As soon as they get stained, they've been unleashing the Roger super in an attempt to just take the stain off immediately. But now hunting for the last hit. Still has to block the close slash. And then with the
rage hits still slow enough to beat the 6p.
Yeah, would have been an okay read if Jin chose to go into far slash instead there. Ooh, Goose stands up for the overhead and gets a little bit of a punish here, utilizing the minus frames of Aizawa's there. Still managed to poke Aizawa out of position.
Fake overhead.
Ooh,
nice jump out. Catches the roller with the fastest, sets up stain. Doesn't quite get the combo of it, and the super.
Yeah, chose to take the double arbiter sign for damage instead of the setup. And now Jin. Alright, managed to complete the backdash.
The cross up. Bursts out of it, but gets hit by the projectile.
It's a little dangerous burst. I think, you know, it is an okay burst, but definitely dangerous when you spend your resources while you're already sitting on a round lead. Ooh, the yo-yo twirl actually goes
the cross up again into nice confirm, sets up stain again and hits the K for the combo.
And get the super. This is big. Even bigger than most, you know, wall break supers. This not only gives you the hard knockdown, but also the stain. So Testament has a lot of things that they can do here.
Oh, and catches the backdash with the low arbiter.
The nasty thing is, you can be completely safe for your post-wall break pressure, but no matter what you end up using on them, it's still probably your turn. Even like Arbiter Sign is quite plus because of the stain. Setting up a meaty fireball into stain, and this is how we loop for Testament. Loop the stain. Here's the overhead, cashes out, and restains. Going back to the neutral, but this will be kind of hard for Jin.
Didn't quite get hit by the double 6D. But the saved IADJH gets the kill.
It's really strange how Testament, being an archetype that they are, has access to perhaps one of the best instant air dashes, combined with one of the best buttons from that instant air dash, jump heavy. It hits so fast, it's just perfect. Look at it, and you go into multiple overhead mix-ups as well. Out of it. Nice block on the overhead. Staying safe against the projectile as well. Oh my god, which side?
Kind of damage trade, but not very favorable for Aizawa. And nice IAD backdash. Or IBAD with the Grave Reaper for the kill.
Alright, Aizawa starting to pick up some steam. Has a 2-game lead here. Let's see what Jin has to say about that. We are still. Oh, nice confirm.
Frame traps. Restains.
And that's a completely Season 3 specific here. In previous seasons, Testament wouldn't have been able to get that conversion without stain, but now can actually cash out those big confirms, even from half screen away.
Kind of an interesting BRC mix-up, I'd say. Gets grabbed out of the Grave Reaper.
Yeah, that's kind of the mix-up. Yeah, too heavy, vacuums you close. Oh, 6
nice 6
He's gonna punish? Not quite. Grave Reaper is super fast on recovery.
And waits out with the Flake Shield. And Frozen.
Starting up with the big hand. Pushing Jin back into the corner with a stain as well. Gotta be really careful not to get hit.
6Ps, gets a small combo, didn't quite confirm faster.
And the stain. Oh, the Arbiter's Eye actually didn't have time to hit there. Cancel it a little early.
Nice tick throw. Oh, late throw. But Aizawa definitely were off the rolls. Yeah, recovery should be fast enough in that situations.
Once again, the too heavy is the button of choice to call out that big hand, the 6P from Testament. One of the big ones, one of the better ones in the game, not just for anti-airing, but also grounded futsus.
I think the throw that Aizawa put it there was definitely missable, or it was kind of a fake approach from Jin that made him think so you would be able to grab him.
Right, a quick tap from the jump K. And into, nice,
nice burst bait. But doesn't quite get the confirms.
Damage has already been done, and we are containing Jin in the corner. Nice challenge there.
Bias out. And catches him for... I think this one has an out of frame trap after K2D. And
my goodness.
Yeah, with 6P.
What else would it be? It's like, it's either the far slash or the 6P. I mean, Testament still has pretty decent 2S as well. I wonder what the best button of choice is against the scooter.
Nice getting out the corner there, setting up the Grave Reaper, but then faking out an air dash attempt, but then just teleporting behind Jin and getting the corner, but not follow. Yeah, should be. I think it was.
Yeah, Aizawa has been saved from that fireball quite often. I think it's pretty okay. As soon as you get the stain, check if Jin wants to throw the Roger Super out by just doing a Grave Reaper.
Oh, the double arbiter.
The sequence that often ends up getting you, especially when you're at like your last hit point, the multiple arbiters in a row become so much more scary.
Nice anti-air.
Into.
Oh. Nice rage with the 2P.
Right, we're cashing out. Jin,
not
ready to be put through the wall just yet. Oh my god, the possession again gets close slash starter for Aizawa.
I like the one interaction with Scooter back a few moments ago. Like, Aizawa pressed 5k and Jin pressed break. And it just high profiled the break, but didn't quite get the hit confirmed.
Tried to get the cross up with jump K. Very reminiscent of those. It's a good choice, like Iori from King of Fighters doing the taco kick. Break and ooh, that was a nice spacing trap there from Jin. Once again, my turn.
Nice air turn. 6Ps out again. Just finish with right assault. But gets DP out of. Catch the jump.
Ooh, that's gonna
the
pop.
same, but wasn't really in range for the combo. Nice stain again.
Ooh,
And
nice
yeah,
recognition.
the Arbiter OTG just is enough. I think it's an OTG at this point.
Aizawa starting to make these rounds faster and faster.
Mankind.
The cool Testament plays, especially like I just don't see other players using the teleport, the possession, quite as Aizawa does. They're just so fond of that move. And that's a really cool feature that as a player you kind of have your signature move that separates you from other players of your character. Ooh, popped out of the corner.
Side switch.
The delayed low. Aizawa doesn't really have anything to defend with here. Finally gets access to the 50-meter, but it does not end up mattering for Jin is doing those multiple overhead strings. I think that was F Shiki there. Over the fireball, really nice air control from Jin. In their core, Testament is a fairly standard fireball character in terms of how you should approach them. So those air dashes and approaches towards, you know, or against certain fireballs are really what makes or breaks the neutral.
I think I kept staying and just again projectile super. I think tried to air, I first tried to air from there, or just air to air, but didn't quite get it.
Alright, but Jin not quite ready to yield the momentum completely to Aizawa, and that was a really important round for Jin to take as well. If Aizawa wins one more, they're gonna go into the 6 points, and it just gets to that uncomfortable position where you no longer have a buffer. Gold burst, even though -2.
I will never go through. Danes.
Guaranteed step.
Ah, but third break.
I love that. The fast startup of the scooter kind of caught Aizawa off guard there.
Oh, reverse
nice.
super. Quite nice.
It might actually, it's gonna be close to a kill, not quite.
Having a safe jump and back dishing with throw attempt after the YRC. Quite common sequence.
Yeah, I love YRCs against Red Assault pressure sequences quite a bit. I mean, naturally, it's usually gonna be your only defensive mechanic, because by design, if you block... Oh, but this is gonna get the throw! If you block the Wild Assault, you're not gonna have any, you know, good burst resources to spend, so... It's really important, especially when your opponent has that burst available, has that Wild Assault available, for you to have 15-meter available as well.
Not quite enough for the kill. But now kind of safe jump setups and the fake safe jump into the...
It's been the favorite of many players tonight.
But again, Bearbeitet sign stains, but doesn't quite get the 6 speed.
Guaranteed stain once again, but now, yeah, again, the hard part is to get close enough to land your normals against Bridget.
Oh, didn't quite get the stain, was a bit too early.
Oh, okay,
And just runs through the 2 Arbiter, so...
Damn, if only we could use some of that. Oh no, the timing!
Right. That was nice though. Teleports through the projectile to punish.
Was that the startup of the scooter there that Aizawa caught? I think it might have been, so perfect sequence.
I think it was just the run out. Or was it the counter hit? Not quite sure.
Again, the yo-yo trill, ignoring all the low profile projectiles. Testament. This
didn't
again.
quite get the combo. I think the pickup is quite of hard, or especially in the corner with the setup yo-yo.
Right, good read there against the far slash. Gets Aizawa started, but gotta be really careful here. Yeah.
Nice backdash on the Arbiter. And punishes the good cavalry.
Yeah, at that range, even if you got like a couple of plus frames, like a lot of your projectiles are like mildly plus for Testament. Bridget is really good at challenging those from the half screen ranges. Perhaps like something you don't often... Oh, but hold that thought! The 2 heavy counter hits, prompting Aizawa to burst immediately. Bettering the position with the teleport. Ah, important one. Simply a 2k, but got rid of the stain there, and now Jin looking to push their offense. Scooter as a whiff punish.
I think the combo should be enough.
Oh, hello there.
But drops it and backdashes the throw. Not quite done yet for Jin.
We're not too far either. Only 3. I mean, it is at the same time so far yet so close. Jin only needs 3 in a row to emerge victorious here. And judging by how even these games have been, how even these rounds have been so far, I wouldn't be surprised if Jin actually managed to pull through with this comeback. But it is one thing to speculate about. Yeah, one thing to speculate about it, and one thing to... Ooh, look at this defense, though. And he's out. Damn, Jin.
Oh, back this for 5D. Doesn't quite get the stain. too much recovery on the teleport so that the roll still hits before Aizawa could do anything.
Now, even with the 50 meter, it's really hard for you to justify waking up with a Calamity 1 as Testament, because it's one of the most slowest starting startups of the game. So a lot of just basic yo-yo setups will just end up sort of naturally baiting it.
Oh, grabs the 5D, nice reaction on that. Another tick throw. Oh, and the fake out with the close dash.
I love that. Purposely missing the button, giving Aizawa sort of reason to think that that was a missed setup. 6B works out.
Yeah, but the crosser. Ooh,
yeah,
nice catch on the back dash.
Might have been actually a punish because slowdown frames. Hold this. My teddy bear, my killing machine. Oh, the crow gets out just in the nick of time.
Flash! No, that's definitely it. Yeah.
With the traditional cash out, Aizawa is gonna be knocking on the heaven's door. This is the first set point of this match. Ooh, that was very late, but it worked out. The 2 heavy into full combo from Jin.
Has a very incredible hitbox.
And it should be a wall break. Yep, gets the loopity-loop as well. It's looking good so far for Jin. Aizawa is working with a full burst here, though.
Oh, back dish the throw. We just the setup from the JK, but stains is quite in range for any kind of stain setup. And baits the burst, but didn't quite get the punish on it.
Roger got half of the health, but Jin is gonna need one. That's it! Finds it with the long range 2S. And creeping and crawling ever so closer to Aizawa. 5-6 now. This is one of the most terrifying feelings for me personally, when you have such a nice lead and then your opponent starts mounting the comeback.
Oh, back. Didn't get the gold burst. Stains again.
Nice. Important, gets rid of the stain. I mean, that's the aggressive yo-yo set is one of the better tools in the game to just tap the opponent. And it works out especially well when you're stained.
Ooh, the BRC just quite getting enough momentum to still get a hit, but not quite a combo. I love it.
Oh, tries to go for it again. But none of those BRCs really got Aizawa too much value, so now ends up not mattering too much. We just pick it up and play neutral from there. Set points Aizawa once again. Into blue, while Assault gets that yo-yo set into another guaranteed hit. I think Testament is one of those characters who can't really challenge the blue Assault yo-yo set 2k2 well. I think you need to be like a DP character usually to challenge that.
Interesting realistic there, I would say.
He's gonna get the stain and the heart set up. What's it gonna be? High Arbiter? Where's is it? Oh no, one more.
Oh no, the Arbiters.
Get these Arbiters out of there! Finds the low. Burst from Aizawa as well. Aizawa does have the meter. So anything.
And the safe jump, the double over it. Just Jin wasn't ready for it.
It's
But
the one.
Aizawa just takes the set 7-5.
What better way to seal the deal than use the one instant air dash jump heavy? Feels such a absolute it kind of haunts me as a former Testament player and the current Sin player, having that tool, the instant air dash jump heavy, taken away from me and replaced by the lackluster air to ground moves of Sin. Something that I miss a lot, but yeah, it do be good run back attempt from Jin. 5-7. Score ending nothing to scoff at either. Good hustle from both players. Next up on the menu, it's gonna be the Chip Mirror. Emu and Vlink. Finally settling the score and figuring out who is the toughest ninja in the block.
This is gonna be a fast one. It's just ChetMiamh is so confusing. Both just sit there, wait for the other one to approach, and as far as I know, you really need to make more use of fast buttons like 2K, so you punish the approaching fast slashes and so.
It's interesting. I guess you kind of like, because you are facing yourself, and most characters in the game have to play much more with their K buttons rather than S or heavy buttons against Chip neutral. Chip kind of has to, I guess, do that against himself as well. But then again, also, Chip is that character who would love to use those K buttons quite a bit, especially like 5K. 5K is like one of the best ranges where you would like to get as Chip. The problem is you often have to commit to a very deep dash to get to the 5K range, which puts you at risk of sort of running into the opponent's active frames. Alright, note to self, Vlink rocking the yellow color, whereas Emu is the traditional ninja garbs, the OG.
Most common skin on Chip. Black one.
So Vlink did have one game already 2 weeks ago. Played against, who was it? Kanlinki Baiken, I believe, and it was very close as well. So Vlink making her comeback on the screen on Bounty Hunters, looking to take that first sweet W. May the alpha be with you, says Link.
That's nice.
Alrighty then. Mirror matches, slightly rare on Bounty Hunters, but they do happen from time to time. And I think you gotta really keep your eyes on the screen. It's definitely a matchup where you blink and you miss it.
Chip versus Chip. Duel 1.
Also Chip stage, Chip theme for just the experience.
Oh, the color actually ends up being slightly different here. Is that just the stage, or is that a... Oh my goodness, these colors are really hard to tell from each other, especially with the sliding.
It's just blends in with the stages. Oh, didn't quite get confirmed in the Wake Up 3. Let's become a whiff. Heavily mashes out.
Oh, whiff punish with Sansei Roga! This is gonna take the set back to mid screen.
And
never mind.
kills.
Just kills.
It does a lot, but it does more damage than you would expect from Chip. Especially on Chip. Crosses up, double cross up. Didn't quite get confirmed in the second Wrecker air twirls. Box overhead, nice smash out. And the super confirmed for quite a lot of damage and definitely a safe jump.
Yeah, this is tough. There's very little that you can do about this.
Nice tick throw. Bursts out instantly out of the safe setup, but just with 5A. No, 6P beats 5H.
And, you know, as you said, it is gonna be very, very fast.
Yeah.
Alright, going back to lobby. Perhaps. I would imagine
changing skin or something.
Yeah, I would imagine it's kind of hard for the players as well to tell each other apart, especially on that stage. So wouldn't be surprised if there's both skin as well as a stage changed here.
Yeah. Vlink says it, wrong color.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1.
Alright, this
The
will
red
be,
one though.
this will be much easier to tell from apart at least.
Yeah.
Interesting trade there against the 6k. First for Vlink.
Oh, 6H. The standoff. Oh, the counter split with JD. Into the super.
Not quite gonna
Look.
kill.
But gets the safe jump though and the positive bonus.
Yeah, with this life disadvantage.
Oh,
my
the
goodness.
cross up.
Yeah, it is. That is a very dangerous option to play as well, or rather, usually it's not gonna get you like a huge hit or anything, but especially when you're hunting for the last pixel, the cross-up alpha.
Oh, nice mesh out of a command grab. 5k, 6k hyper grab throw and into the.
Now it's Blink's time to play this situation.
Goes for a safe jump. Waits a bit, if expects a DP. Oh, interesting cross-up. I'd say bursts out, keeps the corner. Right into the super. Now it's EmuNemo's turn for the safe jump and positive bonus.
Does have resources here,
Oh,
goes into the YRC. Yep. I absolutely love that.
Oh. First blocked high, but then wasn't sure if the over will come and block low. Kind of sad to see.
Enough frame advantage to go from jump heavy to 2k, catches the opponent pressing something. Not enough meter quite yet to go into the Rekka super. Hunting for the hit, where's it gonna come from? Nice challenge from Vlink, but didn't lead into much. Still gotta find a way out of the corner again. Emu with the jump PP.
Oh, gets the countered. Assis and the trade is enough for the kill. 2-0.
Emu especially good at sort of keeping the target in place in the corner. So far, really great interceptions from the air. As soon as Vlink goes airborne, Emu's just completely ready to air you. And Chief is probably one of the best characters for the job, having just a really fast acceleration on the jump, as well as some really fast buttons. Whips the overhead Rekka in front of Emu, and here we go with the punish.
Oh, didn't quite get the combo confirmed, but the... didn't quite get the wallback.
Sides? Oh,
Another side switch.
Accidental. That was definitely not what Vlink wanted.
Nah, I think that doesn't quite kill. Yeah. But the safe jump though.
Literally 1 hit point.
I trust it. But the 5p anti-air is enough.
Oh, nice with punish. No red assault conversion though.
I've not seen a lot of right assault from both of them.
Yeah, it's kind of understandable. So, like, not all players have, you know, had the time to adjust necessarily to the Season 3 meta. We've had, what, not even 2 months of Season 3 yet, so... Some players are still relying more on the good old, you know, burst when you get hit meta.
Emu having a full burst and immediately bursting it.
Oh my goodness. From where? From which direction? Vlink is pushing Emu into the corner, trade in Blink's favor. Oh my god, but the TP works out.
I mean, it was a quite interesting cross mix-up attempt. I think count as no.
Oh, they can see. But the punish, yes, is there. Wait.
That would definitely be enough time for a throw, and didn't quite get the combo out of it.
Into, yep, super. Again, gonna be super close.
This
is dangerous though. Emu could DP RC here.
Oh, blocks the crosser. Sure can sure. Oh, but the 5 keys wasn't ready to just burst out of it.
The old reliable Vlink so close to getting on the board. But the last pixel situation once again favors Emu. Was it a Garfield moment? Was there a burst?
What?
It's really hard to burst against like 5 PP though.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was well 3-5 piece. At least after the second one, I think it could be aware that it should burst.
It's one of those difficult situations, like damn if you do, damn if you don't. But I guess often enough players tend to be like, alright, maybe it gets baited, but you know, at least I tried. Into the overhead Raicon, cashes out, and...
Not quite enough for the kill. Oh, nice reaction.
Gets a custom combo with the slowdown frames. A little too early on the throw.
Ooh, interesting double jump setup, but the back throw didn't quite time his meteorite.
Dash 5k gets the first knockdown, and the momentum burst to keep Emu in the corner. Are we gonna return with a burst? Yes, indeed.
Didn't want to quite give him the positive bonus.
Yeah, I think this is.
But still got it though. I didn't get the wall break.
The chip is definitely like a positive bonus to character in a way. Your primary goal is to get to that and then just be oppressive as hell. So I'm okay if the players wanna in that situation save their burst for just getting out of that situation. Although there are definitely multiple different ways to go about it. Using the wild assault to force your opponent to be pushed into the corner and then use the remaining bursts to guarantee the hard knockdown to get the positive bonus and just loop it.
Oh, nice DP out of it and very good blocks from EmuNemo side effort. Still gets hit from because of bad DPs out of it, burst. And the whip punish with the super.
My god, the 5 heavy!
I'm calling a command grip right now. I know it, I knew it.
Damn!
It's the chip move. God! The cross-up was... The alpha wave was just far reaching enough so the burst just whiffs. And then there was enough time to whiff punish the gold burst.
Damn, I'm gonna make a mental note of that. Alright, Zanzeroga. Command grab coming. Write that down in my big notebook.
Yeah, it's a very common chip move to do that.
Alright, out of the corner for Vlink. And fights a nice 5k into reversal Zanzeroga.
Gets the punish.
I forgot how fast that super is, but I think it's slower than your 9-frame DP, right?
I don't know, but it's at least not invincible on startup.
Oh right, that as well. Is it not a true reversal, Zanzeroga?
No, it's like 2 or 3 not invincible frames at the start, and then it's invincible.
Oh, interesting. That's a little bit of a change from Exert days.
Yeah, so it's not a true reversal, but there's not a lot of frames where you can punish it. Startup.
First from
Oh, the whip punish.
Oh no! That was probably a cross-up. I think Vlink was probably trying to block, but the hit came from left instead of the right.
Link was definitely ready for the command grip by his patience. It gets heavy knockdown with nice with the voltage. And the cross-up is enough to get for Vlink to get his first match.
Alright, this is where it starts. You just need a little bit of encouragement, just the seed of hope that, you know, you're not doing anything wrong. You're all good. Just gotta get those reads on point and just do it. Like this.
Nice burst.
Ooh, drills down. Oh, hello?
Kind of the same animation, but both with.
Right, Vlink is really turning on the hit. That should be a...
Oh, didn't you use... I know, I was mixing up the meters. I thought, why wouldn't you use this? But I was looking at the wrong side.
Now it's Vlink's time to take those rounds with a 5B. You come at me, you better not miss against this 3-framer. Ooh, I think that will whiff punish, but just a mere whiff. This time the 5 heavy from Vlink. Oh, but it doesn't go into the overhead.
Super wall break. Resetting the positive bonus again. As far as I never changed it to so that the positive bonus just resets after when you get another one. Nice reaction on the Alpha Blade, but don't quite get the combo and catches the backdash with the fast dash.
Yeah, I like the patience for Vlink to hold the burst as well, because she was indeed sitting on a round lead, so taking that full burst into this round is probably the most safest, best choice there. Alright, and into the corner we go. Wait, did the 5D miss altogether? Yeah. Weird animation.
I think 5D is such a kind of weird move for Chip to use. You don't really see a lot of Chips at all using it. It's like using once to get a little bit more damage, or like a completely out of nowhere mixer.
Yeah, because like your pressure and your stuff is good enough as is, so it's probably like kind of like that tool that other characters would use as well. Like maybe opponent has 0 hit points left or 1 hit point left, and you go for the 5D tap RC maybe, but otherwise not really.
I think since 6K is now 28 frames startup, it could be a bit of more of a use now.
Yeah, and it goes into a combo comfortably now as well, right? Did it go in the past? I forgot.
Yes, in the past I think it should go. Yeah, you could do 6K, 2K for.
Speaking of the 6K, Emu choosing the DP at that one.
Oh,
backdash.
Gamma Blade.
We have the 50.
Super. Oh, no super. I think the wall stick just kind of managed to, before he sucked up his Kara super input, and just the overhead came out, but still the combo is enough for the kill. 2 points for Vlink.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, because like, if you are, when it comes to like breaking the wall with Kara supers, because Sin kind of has that as well, where the wall stick kind of screws up your Kara input, and then you're like, oh, what should I input here then? I'm guessing it's kind of the same for Chip if you get the wall break with the wrong, quotations wrong hit.
It's just a general thing that it kind of freezes up the hit. So all the inputs, and you kind of either do it normally or do another input. I get with Angie a bit that I think, oh no, I pressed like that Fujin, but then I just press normal spin so that I won't do like Fujin wall break or so. Just reversing it with another input.
A little bit of a drive-by, but still prompts burst from Emo. Let's see if this pressure is gonna yield. Went for 5B, and
didn't have enough meter for the carves. Oh my god, the fake reversal.
Damn, the EmuNemo special.
But the 6H wasn't a true meaty. And the cross-up. Also, I think one of the fewer but used tools. I think you want to use more diagonal Alpha Blade, I guess.
I start seeing the sort of, it's perfect spacing for you to mix a couple of options, and reacting between, like, for example, Alpha Blade and Genrozan is kind of difficult because they look a little samey, and both like generate leaves on your startup, I think.
No, only leaf grab.
Only leaf grab, okay.
But you there's also like I think a kind of, the leaf grab has some lines with it, and I think Alpha Blade Diagonal doesn't, which you can see. Also so like black lines. Don't know how to really describe it.
Right,
that's another point you can react on.
Impending doom starting to sink in. Vlink is on the brink of defeat here. EmuNemo rocking the set point. Not able to get the heart knockdown with this, but equalizing the situation. Vlink has so many resources here.
Instantly bursts out of the punished throw. Oh, crouches attack!
Damn, I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing situation.
But I guess chip player would know. The DP works out, gets out of Blink's pressure. Cross up hits, but small hits. This is a little larger.
In command of range though.
With a 50-meter range, immediate ruins it.
Oh, again, not quite the goal first. Resets. Right foot wallback, forward heavy knockdown, ready to face the save. No save jump, just a few easy run-up throw for the victory.
Cashing out on all that respect, and Emu comes out of the chip mirror victorious. Very even previous showing on the double elimination bracket, but today, on this longer set, Emu has proved to be the ninja of the day. Alrighty, reaching the halfway point of the show. And it's definitely not gonna slow down anymore, because it's that man, Radune, entering the fray next. Breathe steadily for the next 20 minutes or so. You might not have time to catch your breath when this guy is on the screen. But at the same time, I think Faust is probably a fairly decent character to contest Leo's neutral.
Kind of keep him on range with some good item throws. At least from what I experienced when I played against Faust back then a little bit longer. It was a really patient match back then though. But now I think you can unblock him with Faust. Kind of interesting what Niamh has to say about this.
Wait, what kind of unblockable are we talking about?
Meet.
Oh, parrying items. Ah, I see, I see. That does make sense. Comes to that that item RNG, if you, of course, if you are in back turn when those items are coming out, and if Faust happens to be close to you, then yeah, that's
and the item just falls down.
I do wonder though if maneuvers like that are part of Radune's toolkit. I guess we're gonna see here Oeilomega from France, Radune from Sweden.
HGPs, very interesting after the... But probably because Faust like do it always that the forfeit of mix will not connect, so they have kind of a more safe situation.
2P checks whatever that button was from Radune.
Oh, nice command grab, punishes the DP. Safe jump. Counter hits, first bomb, but DP's out of it.
Oh, good presence mind for Radune. Oh, I was about to say.
The jump cancels into the bomb hit.
At the same time, good realization that you had to wait for the exploding afro, but then there was a bomb that you needed to respect as well.
Time to fish. Oh, and another run-up command grab catching the flash kick.
Ooh, backdash. Alright, I like that.
8 DPs on wake up again.
Yeah, you're not gonna get your turn back from me. Ooh, okay. Jumps out of the...
Interesting anti-wave back turn is... Fast combo into the Leidenschaft des Dirigenten.
The 2P again. The 2P is just such a nice button. Like, the downside for 2P is that it doesn't combo easily from the range where you want to use it into anything, but it is a really nice, you know, button to sort of outpoke a lot of other buttons.
And again, just uses snip, snip, snip to grab the DP.
Alright. Scoreboard has been opened up Radune looking to be as aggressive as ever. And it is up to Oeilomega to stay vigilant here. Yeah, there's the 2P once again on the round start. I wonder if there's...
Ooh, nice burst. That's high profiles the trade with 2D. Oh,
Got them with the parry stance.
Turbulence, wall break. I think Farsight is not quite move that is able to confirm into Turbulence, except I think 5H now does on counter.
Jump hits and no meter to cash out this time. Radune still has a chance. Oh, this makes sense.
Again.
This makes sense. It's like the most common option coming out of that would be like super or rather DP RC. But I guess the super RC would have been okay there as well to beat also the throw option.
Nice combo there, I have to say. That was at the max range at least. Eisensturm trades with love.
Damn, the fishing pole actually caught with the... Oh my goodness, good timing.
Very nice patience. That doesn't quite get the combo, does the can't shield, but gets grabbed out of it.
The RC, ooh, but also the presence of mind. Wow.
But again, the Eisensturm.
Radune is so ready, even though Oeilomega has been able to poke Radune out of some pressure sequences, Radune is still so fast to transition into the next poke right off the bat. And again, the teleport has been caught. Push them into the bomb.
Oh, that was just in the range for the
bomb. Little bit of mutually assured destruction. Radune dances through, finds the back turn P, putting the situation 1 point each. That's the wild stuff that we are looking for as Leo players, and Radune, a player who's no stranger to utilizing these wild measures as well. Got with the far slash.
Oh, nice combo, double turbulence. I think he thought he would have just enough meter to break the start with the super. Oh, nice patience there from Oeilomega by just waiting up the gun shield.
Oh, but the timing
again. I think that was a very tight situation there. Oh, damn, they haven't seen that at all. That's just Faust crouch low profiles Leo fast. Didn't know that.
Yeah, the ever-looming threat of not only just the crawl, but also Faust being fairly low profile by definition.
And again, punishes the Eisensturm on wake up with the command grab.
Really important to have your biggest DP punish on board.
Just a bit more than just from normal throw. DP with just short. Nice throw. OTG. And into the glänzendes Dunkel for some nice damage. Crossing up after the OTG. Catch the backdash with the...
Damn, Radune is on the hunt! Missing just barely?
Not... I think he didn't expect that still would wall stick. Nice air to air, but didn't quite get the combo right.
Big trade for Radune. Any hit you can get in at this point on Oeilomega is gonna be big. Careful with the burst or the bomb.
With both. Yeah. Burst out of the 5H and the 5H just off pass is enough for the kill.
Yep. Radune really had to do that. That was gonna end the round if Radune didn't burst exactly there.
Oh, nice reaction on the trumpet, I guess, because he didn't want Radune to get the trumpet for his own sake. And again, nice patience.
Interesting that Oeilomega has not been willing to try to punish the turbulence on block.
Oh, again. RC. Yeah.
Into explosion. Oh,
no,
almost combos
isn't that for the kill?
I think the idea was to try to combo off that Afro explosion. Radune with the last hit points.
DPs.
No fear for this man. Oh, the bomb. Everything.
Ah, didn't quite get. Interesting attempt to combo into it.
Oeilomega taking the lead once again. But the set is only so young. And there is much adjustments and downloads to be done. It was a good attempt, but the jump K didn't quite reach there on the low profile recovery of Faust. Beep beep, yep, working as an anti-air. Radune favorites. No super wall break, which is slightly unfortunate. Radune, or rather, Leo is the kind of character who would always love to break the wall with a hard knockdown to get, you know, keep the hustle going, so to speak. Careful with the explosion. Oh, you can just DP through the Afro explosion. That works too. Radune with the big plays. A little early there with the reflect. Meteor's coming. Oh my god, the tail end of the heavy DP, and Radune almost gets a pickup as well, forcing Oeilomega to burst. That might have actually been a hard bait on the burst from Radune, actually. Another burst.
The items. Meteor doesn't quite come for. And tries to DP, but Veloth is just too active.
I think that previously that ended up trading. Oh, Radune, hello!
I think that's not the two combo.
Yeah, probably not.
I think it is probably like bait for mashing.
Nice bounce there. The 2K, or the forward-moving nature of 2D actually put Radune out of the hammer range, and now breaking the wall. Yes, we got the super.
Die. Not quite a lot of damage. The back turn stance moves just are very downscaling. Especially if you start with back turn K.
Brave Abra there for Oeilomega,
and another command grab.
Yeah, it was kinda had to try it again in a situation where if you don't try it, you're gonna die with the next hit. So pick your favorite spot to burst and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Opens it up. Oh, that's the most Radune round start I've ever seen. The 2D and catch them whipping the miss. Catch them on the punish with a DP.
It's just a general Leo thing that you just with 2D into DP.
Yeah, as long as the spacing doesn't give the opponent a true punish, then you are technically guessing. You're kind of in a mix in a way if you want to think of it. Oeilomega ready to unleash all that burst potentially, but might end up having to spend it on. There we go. There's the punish. Or wait, that was not a true punish actually. But the turbulence is quite minus on block still.
Mine's 9 as far as I know.
Yeah. So let's
Oh, and catching a run up with the fishing.
Because the eternal problem for Faust is that at certain ranges you do have the range, but you might not have the combos from the buttons that you need to hit. There we go, this
nice
time.
Eisensturm again. Oh, shoot.
Alright, here comes the show, man.
Nice damage.
Oeilomega does have the burst to defend with, and might have to think about it. Gets the gold! Oh, Radune fighting tooth and nail for the horn.
Oh, nice. PRC Scarecrow. To the command throw. That should be definitely a combo that should work. Yes.
But now, Radune has everything. Here we go.
Oh!
Look at that, so smart! Oh, it's so hits!
Back hits!
That was too bad for Radune that the momentum was going to the wrong direction. I guess you would have to drift backwards out of the super then. But that was a really great RPS initially, I want to say, from Oeilomega, realizing that there indeed might be a super RC because Radune was rocking with the 100. So they used the teleport, went behind Radune instead, and were able to sort of avoid the whole shebang. Kinda?
Oh, the cross-ups. Into Glänzendes Dunkeln.
Which side? Oh, the classic!
Ah, doesn't confirm in the super. But now, after nice counter, it's not just enough for the kill.
Yeah, Faust 0. Wait, I forget if Faust is 0 or 1, the Guts character. I think 0.
Yeah, I think 0 too. I just realized that I didn't know that, but I just noticed that the mini Faust color is according to the Faust paper I had. Didn't know that. Oh, small combo right into the super wave, which does a lot of damage.
Right, what's the response? Oh, but the delayed meaty there. I think, so Radune assumed the parry stance and went for a very delayed meaty, which is technically a hard call out against super PRCs. I'm not sure if that was the thought process that Radune went through, but it did work out.
I saw that he did it before though, so could just be that he's kind of doing a delayed meaty setup with that. So to catch up or kind of like some 5p mesh, which is just, or just to catch up mesh, since the Guts just has the armor through one hit.
A little bit of a shimmy action there, backdashing out of there and pouncing back with a 2D to take the round. It really seems to depend on the spacing. Ooh, nice crawl under.
It's just so crazy under how many stuff Faust just can go under. Oh, das könnte kommen, but pushes him through the mini Faust.
Another mini. Radune hops up past. Oh, nice! Gotta be careful to activate the mini. Parries it!
Oh!
Alright! Radune got the moves!
But just the Scarecrow PRC times recovery. Oh, the wake up super times the slip.
Yeah, this is gonna call out both the... Well, I mean, it will lose against the safe jump, of course, but it will call out the throw option. Jump. Yeah.
And nice air throw.
Not a whole lot of things you can do there other than try to break the throw as Radune.
Oh, the 6B into mix.
Ouch.
Hammer.
Coming in clutch.
Launching the bomb.
Oh, okay, you can parry that. Momentum breaker there. Ooh, throwing some good items. And another little guy. He's not gonna end up... Oh, well, did a little bit of a combo.
I think it was kind of bad for Oeilomega since he didn't get the safe jump out of it.
Yeah, it's usually towards the end of the combos, you probably are looking to just get the hard knockdown, and the items can end up screwing up your combos. Overall, the items do tend to screw up your combos quite a bit in Strive, because they inflict so much scaling, and especially gravity scaling. Ooh,
oh, nice jump.
Radune still tried to go for the DP.
I think one thing that could Radune a bit is just using a bit more off just throw, sorry, projectile in neutral. Just so to kind of use it as a small shield to close a bit of space.
It's an interesting tool, especially the S Sonic Boom, which is super fast and tends to grab or tends to tag your opponent very far and fast. But the problem with it usually is that it doesn't lead into much, but it can work as a poke for sure.
Yeah, or just in general just closing in space. Oh, didn't quite get the back turn Oki just because the Alpha just exploded on him instantly.
It's a really good presence of mind from Oeilomega to RC the missed air throw.
Didn't quite get the timing for the safe run through where you have like one frame so that you can't get grabbed out of the run through with the back turn dash.
A valiant effort for Radune to convert into bombos, but like I mentioned earlier, the scaling, the items just don't pop you up quite as high in the air as in old Guilty Gear games, so the repick there after the bomb explosion was a little difficult. Ooh, tried to DP through the little guy. Good idea. Not working out this time though.
Oh, I think Oeilomega wanted to go for the throw there. Definitely, that just wasn't in range. Oh, the gold burst. But the 2S.
Clean, misses the turbulence though. Alright, we've seen this RPS before. Like a little bit of a cat motion. I think that should catch actually.
Yes. No, it didn't. Well, yes, or did it hit? I'm not quite sure, but also it comboed into the loft.
Was a pretty decent amount of damage, but not quite enough for Radune to take the round. And now, yeah, that's gonna be a punish. 2k. Catches the reversal DP. Oeilomega actually working with a...
No safe jump because of the crowd. Oh, I think the 6-ish wasn't quite what he intended to do. And again catches Vanish with it.
Radune on his last legs here. Has to RC. Good timing on the RC. Gold burst from Oeilomega though. Oh, and that's gonna be it. Finding the stray jump D into mix. Gets Oeilomega the set. 7-2. Some really good moves from Radune, but in the end, the control from Oeilomega was pretty impeccable. And the items, utilizing the items, getting the right items at the right time, you know, the usual Faust stuff. You don't play Faust if you if you don't have items on point at the most clutchest moments.
Just need to work around so much stuff when you need to apply to every item that's thrown and need to think about what can you get out of it against that character.
Yeah. It's a tricky matchup to play against if you don't get, you know, practice versus Faust on a regular basis as well. Because like it works both ways, both for Faust to recognize what they can do as a setup out of the items, but also when you play against Faust, how can you utilize their items? Alright, next up we are gonna we're gonna jump into the wild card set of the week, I would say. We got a Brazilian mirror, South American Guilty Gear Strive action. Let me check if our players are indeed awake and ready to go. It is slightly early into the afternoon in the America lands at the moment after all. Alright, looks like our players are ready, set, go. Of course, not much is known for us, especially to us Europeans, about far-away scenes such as the Brazil FGC. So it's gonna be a complete surprise for everybody, or unless, if you know any lore about these fellas, feel free to drop in the chat as well. But we, me and Pokey, are probably gonna go into this set, or are going to go into this set, basically oblivious. The players are gonna be complete tabula rasa for us. Anything could happen. All we know that there's gonna be some Sol versus Bridget action on the screen. So, Rushdown Striker versus the slightly more control-ish game plan of Bridget's. Now, Sol definitely has some high commit options to swing with. Of course, Vortex will go under a lot of pokes. Bandit Bringer will go over a lot of pokes. And if you land any sort of, well, if you land Close Slash on the little old frail Bridget, it's gonna hurt like hell.
It doesn't need to be a close, it could also be any kind into just TDP.
The sort of
fastest counted 5k Kara DP.
The sort of selling point of Soul Bad Guy in all Guilty Gear games has always been the damage. Is like, you get any sort of hit, you have resources, you usually convert into big stuff. So gonna be interesting how Raicon manages to keep Bravado out. It is a lot of risk-reward calculation. Oh my goodness! The clash! Oh, a little bit of a handshake there to start out with. That was almost like a Clash compilation kind of video.
It feels like it was planned.
That's really cool. It's kind of like those old special unique round starts that we used to have in the XX era, where certain characters, when you play them against each others, they have kind of like a Clash compilation opening, replacing their entry animations. So a little bit of a flash from
nice
the past.
power DP. Interesting safe jump setup, at least if it is one. And the DP, should we clean it or not quite?
Alright, go first. This is I mean, I think this is best that you can do for Raicon, having basically 0 health to spend. Now at least you're gonna have a lot of resources. That runs into the DP.
If I have to think of one Clash video though, it's the one that features Big Blast Sonic. It's like the most well executed one.
Yeah.
Since it's not like the, oh no, we stand on the position and just press 5p thing, kind of. It's like a foul combo. Oh, punishes the DP, bursts out.
I do like that Bravado went into like a half-safe-ish combo, checking if Raicon wants to burst immediately against that counter slash. It's the right assault, fighting out of the corner, but immediately gets put back in there. Ooh, misses the punish. But Bravado doesn't get a mad big damage out of that 2k either. The Yo-Yo coming back, actually delivering the punishing hit. 5k on wake up, 3-frame normals.
Waits a bit and think one is if Raicon would DP, but just gets punched by the 2S. Oh my god, very high commitment from there, but doesn't quite get the combo out of it.
Yeah, I think Raicon already had queued up the yo-yo twirl, so was in a position where they just weren't ready to punish yet.
Oh, the yo-yo did just make it safe enough. A safe combo, but not quite enough for the kill. I think if he would have a 2k DP, I think that would have killed. But now it's just back to neutral. But the entire DP is enough. I have to say, I'm quite surprised how well of an entire just holds STP is. The upwards hitbox is so huge.
It's really like the archetype of a Dragon Punch.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything special for a DP, but does everything that you would expect DP to do really well.
But not quite in Strive. In Strive it's more like a reversal thing. And Street Fighter it's definitely made just for anti-airing or comboing.
Yeah, and especially now in Season 3 as well, because like the heavy DPs are not quite the same that they were in the past.
And now they're just meant to be used as combo tools.
Alright.
And as far as I know, everyone except Leo can combo out of their HDPs. So, but for Leo it's more like OPs.
And some characters have kind of like an equivalent of a heavy DP though. For example, like if you think about DPs like Sins, that's kind of like a heavy DP, even though you don't, even though it's not performed from a heavy button.
Oh, nice confirm. And throw. Gold burst out of it.
That was a really good gold burst, because Raicon would have been burst sealed if they just chose to respect that. Ooh, put the opponent in the right side, break the wall, equalize the life situation. All right, this is still anybody's game. Into, set it up. it's actually gonna be enough there.
Didn't thought that would ever happen from a Bridget super. But apparently the scaling wasn't just existent.
I think the pressure that Raicon performed with the use of the blue wild assault there earlier did stack enough risk for that super to just scale well enough and get the kill. I think without any risk that might have not actually killed.
It definitely wouldn't, since Soul is like one of the most effective health in the game. And the super does below 100 damage.
Yeah, it's usually more of a utility super. Oh, that strike throw mix up that you get from the wild assault. And again, oh, just to go into a guard break.
Ooh, I can't, soul damage.
The clean hit Volcanic, the heavy DP.
I was even surprised that there would be a clean hit in that situation. I also think he had quite a bit of risk.
Right, Bridget's trademark. A lot of corner to corner carry. And the classic, the blue wild assault, set the yo-yo, and then strike them.
Oh, man. Nice rock the baby.
Tricky, tricky.
Optimal counter people, that's actually a ground throw.
And this should be enough. Yes, indeed. The most trickiest command crabs are the ones that come from the air, in my opinion. It's like, it kind of looks like some other things. Kind of could, you know, resemble a Roger dive, for instance. And you don't think a throw is gonna come from the air, ever, right?
Oh, again, that damage. But it's a really nice combo, I have to say.
Break. Ooh, just barely avoids the success. But now with the wildest of assaults.
Oh, isn't it? I don't know if when the Rygand was 50 damage, I think Fafnir would have definitely dealt enough damage in that situation, but the throw is just enough for the kill.
I think the best showcase so far for how Mr. Bad Guy himself uses Wild Assault in Season 3. It's like, and I think it makes a lot of sense in this matchup. As soon as Bravado manages to make Raicon block just about anything, because it's so hard to get in, you kind of want to get into the mixing position immediately while like as soon as you land anything on bridges, and just keep her down and not allow her to do anything if possible. Side swap, put them in the corner, and let's see the mix.
Piece out of it.
Yeah, has the burst available, but you know, at that life disadvantage, it would be a hero burst for sure.
Oh, nice 6B. Didn't quite get the pickup though, because picking me out of 6B with Soul is just like a very demanding hitbox situation.
You do need to get like fairly close to be able to cash out of that 6B. If you want to hit it against...
It's more like if the opponent is higher up also. It's like, if the opponent is higher, you can hit like, have like the better hitbox of 5k to hit. Second hit.
Right.
But yeah, it has to be close at least.
Yeah. Which is sort of the crux of the matchup, getting close to Bridget. Catch on the 2S. Ooh, the dash BP. Oh, I can do this too!
Oh, tries to again, but didn't get punished for it.
Set the yo-yo.
Oh, it's the projectile super, but DP's out of the pressure instantly. I didn't do the super forward break.
Good control this round for Raicon. The last bit of meter gone for Bravado as well. Starting to look kind of dangerous, this one. I wonder if Bravado manages to make... Okay, it doesn't... I was wondering if Bravado manages to make Raicon block anything here, do they spend the Wild Assault immediately or not? That's a very interesting calculation. Like, if you're losing a round and there's a chance that you might not be able to come back you just, you know, bite the bullet and not use Wild Assault, even though you get a pressure situation going.
Oh, God bursts out.
Now we got resources coming in. Ooh, 6B actually beats the air DP.
I think the time was just about right there, though.
Oh, but that's a catch.
Oh, that is DP safe?
I think at that
burst
range,
save?
at that range, because it's not so minus anymore, I think Soul doesn't really get anything. Into corner you go. Bravado does have the burst resources available, and soon perhaps the 50 meter as well.
Bursts out. Oh, nice gunflame. What not he cancelled there? Was it Vortex? A bit too low. Oh, Charge Banderbringer, but I think Charge Banderbringer doesn't really change the frame data anyhow.
Yeah, all the Airbringers are gonna be pretty much punishable upon contact, especially at this range.
Yeah.
And Raicon picks up just a comfortable combo, closing it out. 2-3 in Bravado's favor here. A little bit of a change of positions. Really patient play in a way for Bravado. I think we haven't seen a single like YOLO Vortex yet. They're just opting to go with the more stable dash blocking route. Ooh, by your 6S. However, the 6S, such a nerfed button from the vanilla times, not really giving Soul combos as easily as in the past.
I think now it's towards video words because of Wild Assault you get some stuff.
Ooh, right, that's actually true.
Oh, 2 Fafnir meaty. 2 KOTG into Fafnir is a 2 meaty. Pretty nice for Soul.
Ah, was that a punish? Was a counter hit? Barely avoids the 6S. 6S. Caught in the block string once again and cashes out here. Probably gonna go into the wall break as well. For a neutral-based character like Bridget, it's no problem breaking a striker or a rushdown back into the neutral. And Bravado, yeah, it's oh, chooses to burst here. This is now this is something. Let's see if Bravado is able to do it.
Nope. I don't think so because of that. Bridget gets a lot of pressure out of it. And baits him. Oh, wait, baits for DP.
Oh, but misses it. That would have
Trying to bait it again.
Did have a chance there. That DP bait especially. I think probably if you were ready for the most optimal punish, that DP punish would have probably been able to take out Raicon. The RC cash out. With the wall break, that's a very respectable amount of damage for Bridget. But the Far Slash not gonna convert into too much as a DP punish. And Raicon building some really nice amount of resources as well. Get back here! Out of there!
Oh, baits for DP.
And this should be burst safe, yeah. I think the yo-yo twirl at the end is gonna be pretty much burst safe unless Raicon combos into something, right?
But is it burst safe or since burst is full scale, or is it just plus enough so the burst just can be blocked?
That's a good question.
Duel 1.
Because it looked more like a burst safe route that it would be out of burst range back to patch in Season 2. And not like it would block actual burst this patch.
Perhaps. I wouldn't know, I'm not a British specialist. Right into the low. Wall. Good 60% gone from Bravado's health bar, but you know what they say when you are the high damage character, the life is only there for aesthetic, and when it starts running out completely, that's when you gotta start worrying about it. Which is technically the case here, and this might actually deal enough damage. Yes, indeed, with a guaranteed amount of damage coming from the wall break. Gets Raicon the round.
Oh, catches.
Set the yo-yo again, out of the Wild Assault.
Blue White is very nice to bridge of pressure, to be honest. It's just, it's like biting with just, instead of Talla with the 3 yo-yos.
Yeah, because like I think usually if you land like a bar slash or something from like far mid range, you're not gonna be able to convert into like any dangerous pressure. But since you can go into Wild Assault, you can turn that pressure string into something actually dangerous. And the mix-up gets stacked by the jump D. And again, take this pressure, and the yo-yo coming back catches BRAVADO trying to press something. And for the first time, I think Raicon has glitched the... or managed to grab the lead here.
Oh, PP catches with 6H launcher. Just a bit faster than 6H.
This is some really good control from Raicon. DP hits. Unfortunately, Soul, not one of the characters who get a clean Oki opportunity after their DP hit. I mean, in fact, there really aren't characters like that anymore in Strive Season 3, except...
Oh, catch the back, but didn't quite get the confirm out of it. Oh, half minutes. Roger dive trades with Bunny were kind of interesting. But Rover RPS didn't quite get the confirm. Another close-ish is enough.
It was really deceptive. I might have tried to swing into that as well if I was Raicon. Kind of looking... one of those setups where it kind of looks like they drop their combo and I'm supposed to press it afterwards, but Soul is still plus. Got the DP with the yo-yo. Into the low.
Oh, instantly RCs the Roger dive. Rock the baby. Don't think that was kind of what was supposed to happen.
It was quite the expensive conversion, but if Raicon is able to keep the pressure going here, is the first gonna be used? Hopefully not. There we go.
This Super is enough for the kill.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Right, just with a simple jump forward into jump slash. And this is so tricky, even though you technically have Bridget in the corner, because you are Soul bad guy, doesn't necessarily mean that you have active pressure going. Although, the risk is starting to build up. However, Rygand finds a button out! Swift decisions, and now, yep, can't really TP against that setup very easily. Break the wall, and now, what's it gonna be? BRAVADO with the last sliver on hit points. Has to respect the Roger DP.
Oh, he's out. Bursts out immediately. And the back coming yo-yo. You definitely wouldn't expect it.
Happened so far, already. It's like, even I forgot that the yo-yo was coming back in that situation, especially since it's kind of off screen, so it's very easy to forget about its existence. And hit the landing recovery as well. Yeah, that's a good point.
TP again. Wait, did you press the vortex for outside? I think I heard that.
Initial 50 meter goes into the blue assault again. Oh. Raicon was definitely looking at that 6B, keeping BRAVADO in the corner, but alas. It's kind of tricky as well if the opponent ends up in the wrong side and you're trying to perform your special move to the wrong direction. Good patience, not to anti-air too early into the Roger dive. 50 meter, get this mix up. And the hit. Oh, that was
a backdash, but not quite confirmed.
I think they made it much easier for Farslash to hit confirm on an airborne opponent or backdashing opponent, but that was not one of the cases there.
It's just that it doesn't launch as fast, so I think that changed. But it's easier to pick up from it. on airborne opponents.
Well, this and the yo-yo gonna come back. Still gets the DP though. Oh,
And punishes the DP.
I think if there's a place to gamble with a DP as Bridget, it's probably that, right? When you're at the end of your life bar and you would die on the next hit anyway, ends up being a little better than just getting touch of death from like full health almost by Mr. Bad Guy. Right, a decent life lead here. Bravado does have mad amount of resources available though. A little bit of an escape Tatsu action there. Revolver out of the corner. Raicon tried the same with average amount of success. Finds the throw and evens this game up. Last round, Raicon starting with 75 burst. Burst does come back much faster than it did in the past. However, it is a completely different kind of deal to start a round with Wild Assault available than not having it available.
Oh, and got the baby. Not the wall slam, but the Kara super. Not quite enough for the kill, but getting a safe jump probably.
Yeah, again, this is a tough situation against the zoner. You're bound to take damage here and there while coming in. Unless Bravado finds some sort of Hail Mary here.
Oh, low profile, not quite enough range for the two people. But the 2k though. 6-3, now on set point for Raicon.
I think most of the this character pairing so far have been usually in favor of the Soul player, so it's really cool to see sort of a Switzerino, a change of pace from that, where the Bridget player actually manages to hold down the neutral consistently enough to be able to pull ahead of the Soul player.
Oh, pushing into a forest.
But now, it's due time for Bravado. 4 straight games to win this set. Not impossible, but for sure a little improbable. Considering how well Raicon has been
Oh, catches the backdash.
It's really nice. The only downside is that it does take Bridget out of the corner, but... Ooh, catches the extended boxes.
He's out of the scooter. Continues pressure with the right sword. Didn't quite manages to jump out because the 6B gets thrown.
Right
Nice
there.
backdash on the with Fafnir.
Oh, missed with 6B.
Oh, nice.
I want to say that was like the first Vortex off the set and finally hits it home. Or rather, I guess that's...
It worked.
Yeah, I guess that's the kind of tool that Vortex is. It is high risk and high reward, and the less you use it, the more effective, more unpredictable it's gonna be in the end. Alright.
5H still was active enough, or at least has enough startup, had enough startup just to not be beaten.
That's really a scary situation. If you see the 5 heavy from Soul starting, you're like, alright, am I gonna try to jab this, or if I fail, ooh, that, kind of a neutral trade there against the Vortex. Tries to fish it with punish from Bravado.
This only gets an OGG more kind of out of the RC after the 6H.
Ooh, is there a confirm? Yes, there is. Wild Assault, that's gonna
And
get the
that's
round.
definitely enough for the round.
Beautiful. Bravado definitely earned that game right there. Good conversion from a really far range air-to-air button as well. So that was definitely not a free pickup.
Duel 1.
And the chase is on. If we get these big conversions, it could even be a pretty fast run back. 6P on point once again from Raicon.
So
timing.
Bravado losing a lot of 6Ps trade 6p face-offs. He just does it like 1 frame earlier. Raicon.
A lot of risk here if Bravado ends up getting hit almost full. Yeah, I think that was really smart for Raicon to start holding FD there so that the risk doesn't accumulate to the maximum. Because if it hits the max point, that's like the worst possible thing that can happen. It's gonna stay there for a moment regardless of what happens with the blocking, as well as it's gonna give you the guaranteed countdown.
Getting very knocked down. Safe jump. And into throw, but G is not enough. It's a work with super and didn't expect the overhead.
Yeah. First set point position for Raicon. Good timing on the jump in. Here we go with the with the red assault. Break the wall. Half of your life gone, but the downside here is not breaking with the hard knockdown, so have to go back to neutral.
Oh, nice backdash on the right pro. And also the air backdash just to catch the or more to bait the DP. Oh, countered 6p now, this time in range for the combo, but drops it again.
Lots of counter hits. Raicon is adamant about holding the burst for the last round. The smart plays coming in once again. Right, bursts before the Wild Assault comes online, I think would have probably been used there by Bravado as well to get the wall break. Oh, nice air to air, or rather instant air dash.
Oh, DP.
And backdashing. FD pushing Bravado far away, using the Wild Assault to get back in.
Oh, not quite getting a confirm into the scooter. And Bravado getting a confirm. That's definitely enough for the kill. Taking it to a 6-5.
Perfect showcase of how powerful Red Wild Assault is in Season 3. Was able to keep the pressure going, or rather, first of all, forced Raicon to burst on the first hit confirm, because it would have gone into the wall break. Raicon wanted to avoid that, so they spent their burst very early. Then the 2 remaining stocks of Wild Assault got basically allowed Bravado to keep the pressure, but then also get the mid-screen conversion to a kill.
Bravado starting off really harsh instantly. Fafney wallbang, getting the positive bonus, still having 50 bar left. Bandit Bringer appears.
Yeah.
That's enough for the kill, even with a perfect though.
It's so easy to sort of afford the Bandit Bringer RC RPS when you are on positive bonus. Before it gets kind of expensive, especially since your hit confirms out of it are usually not the best. But on positive, it's like, yeah, you're just tossing them out.
You have like so much mix-up options out of the revolver RPS. You can go JP into throw, can JP into more pressure. You can just riff JH into 2K.
Ooh,
there's a lot of mix-up.
Damn, still catches and keeps Bravado in the corner, however.
Bravado using VRC just to get out of the corner. Interesting place at least. Oh, DP, nice DP. Oh, the wide throw.
Ooh, we converting. Corner to corner.
I thought that looked so weird. I thought that would come because Bridget suddenly stopped in the air. Oh, backdash will. Oh, high profiles with 2K with the revolver. 6-6, we get the W, maybe we get the W.
Damn, what a run back from Bravado. I said that it was improbable, however, I feel like every time I say that, the players find the power, the courage, the guts in them to pull it through, and Bravado has gotten into basically an even situation from where it looked almost desperate already.
Plays, bend with over 1 into go burst.
Bravado did get the best of that, however, because Raicon's burst was blue instead of red, gold.
I'm not quite getting confirmed into 5H, getting combo to the corner. with the throw, nice reaction with the PSC, but sadly cannot punish with 2H. Oh, nice cross up. Oh, nice jump over.
The forward momentum jump, perfect angle.
Sadly no super or wild assault right break for our heavy knockdown.
A little too far to catch even after that drift. Blue RC.
Don't come off a 2H. Oh.
The pause there.
This pause was so scary to look at. And catch the back, but didn't quite get the confirm out of the... And again, didn't confirm.
Lots of patience from Raicon there.
Again, catch the back, but not again, another no punish. The reset? No! With JS.
Oh my god, I can't believe Raicon defended against so many mix-ups there. There was Wild Assault, there was Revolver RC, and most of it just went on block instead. And now Raicon arrives to the set point once again.
Oh, the cross up with the Revolver.
The preemptive poke prevents Bravado from coming in, and Raicon does have some juice to work with as well. The mix-up, is it high, is it low? Jump D finds the hit.
Oh, I think he wouldn't get the confirm for throw. And now seed, sadly. But he would have gotten the wild throw. Oh, DPs, but no punish. Raicon now being a bit too patient since the danger just lit up. Oh, nice XP. Oh, the Foclek.
Hold this, finds the low, not the biggest hit, but we still have the pressure, Wild Assault to negate all that FD.
Again, no confirm out of the fast slash on the backdash catch. Yo-yo setup. Blocks the low.
Good defense from Bravado.
Oh.
Is that gonna be the last hit?
Yes, it is. Oh,
Raicon, after an excruciating almost 70 seconds of last game of the set, or last round of the set, it is Raicon who gets there first though. But man, that was a sick run back from Bravado.
He almost got it also. If you looked at the health bar especially, both were like on one hit confirm would do it, but also I don't know how good the confirm out of fast dash on backdash is with like, or it's just a Bridget thing since Bravado dropped a lot of combos when he hit Bridget with fast dash on the backdash. And
Yeah,
didn't
just
get the 5H. That happened
was
a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of value missed, but you know, it's tough. It's never been easy to hit confirm, or especially flash hit confirm your hits in Guilty Gear games out of like people jumping out or backdashing. It takes a lot of precision for sure. But yeah, that was a really good ass set. That's the Brazil Guilty Gear that we didn't know that we wanted in our life for sure. Alright, moving on to the last two sets of the evening. We got Niamh and HiWill coming up next. Perhaps considered by many the character to beat for a long time in Guilty Gear Strive, Happy Chaos, facing off a character that's perhaps not yet fully developed from the balancing point of view. Even though this patch definitely took Bedman towards the right direction, a lot of the air options got faster, and so far and so forth. I think we're probably gonna have to wait for 1 or 2 patches still. I'm sure that Arxis has a couple of ideas how to bring Bedman up to sort of where... How should I put this? Bedman is also a very difficult character to balance as well. You give Bedman a couple of extra things and we could be looking at a character that just guard crush loops you very easily into death, and that's, you know, that's not fun to play against either. But balance talk aside, HiWill has been really good at probably the best player so far on Bounty Hunters, piloting consistently this new DLC character, Bedman. I'm super interested to see how this matchup plays between Happy Chaos and Bedman as well. Without further ado, we're gonna jump into the match and let the players.
The father Mom 69.
Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right, straight into the shooting range, but this was kind of what I was predicting as well. The projectiles for Bedman are so incredibly fast that perhaps this is one of the characters that can force Happy Chaos into thinking twice before pulling out the gun at full screen range.
I guess you could say that Batman kind of counter zones Chaos, since Batman is a very stable zoning. Because you can like cancel the arrow state right back into the normal projectile.
Yeah, it sounds very absurd, but I think that's exactly it. That's probably the case.
At least if he's airborne, not on ground.
Yeah. Right, bursting in. Oh, missing with the white assault. Into shenanigans. What's it gonna be? Charges up the 6 heavy. And when you get into this point as Bedman, oh boy, this is your win condition. This is where the fun starts. You're just looping those guard crushes, and especially against a character such as Happy Chaos who doesn't have access to DP or anything. That's gonna be super powerful. In fact, I would say there's a pretty high chance that anytime Will gets Niamh in the corner, it's gonna be lights out for Niamh if she doesn't have a burst ready to go. But you do require that error to start out with. It's not enough to just, you know, make your opponent block something in the corner. You often have to have an error running already to really get into that loop, so to speak.
I think Niamh just needed to backdash that in that situation after she already deployed the clone, since clone is always priority in terms of taking hits over Chaos. Or backdash with 5D, but with gunshot.
Oh, what's this? Ooh, the mix-up with BRC. Slowed, held down, pressured by Happy Chaos. Tough situation to be at. I mean, I guess it works both ways. Like, neither one of these characters. Oh, but hold that on. Have to burst that. Nice jump there. There is not a whole lot of things that you can do against white-colored Wild Assault, but neutral jump is definitely one of the options you can take.
But the idea HiWill had behind the use of the White Assault was very clever, to be honest, because he killed the clones and then like instantly Wild Assault, because he has the invincibility, and so Chaos couldn't that easy punish him for that.
Wait, I forgot to put the point in. Who won the last one? Sleeping on the wheel, QK, as per usual. Was that HiWill?
I also forgot.
Maybe somebody in the chat can be our eyes and ears.
Oh, nice confirmed. With 5H. Assis. Safe jump. That's manages to jump out. And now we're back to Chaos pressure. And also the deflection just not quite helping to get out of it. I think we just need to really deflection run off shots and not a normal move, since Chaos just shoot you when you just gets deflect shielded and he gets back in.
Now that I think about it, because you know how the interactions at full screen work, this might actually force Happy Chaos to be a little bit more aggressive with normals. Oh, good reaction there. guess that's the go-to best punish that you can have. If you predict that White Assault might be coming, drift forward BRC will sort of expose.
Oh, blocks. Nice block of a YRC. Oh, already wall break. Didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick one. Maybe saved by the bell by Niamh. And now, oh, this might be a robbery.
Let's just blocks it. And it is.
Damn.
2-1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Already starting off with a counter 2D. But returns it with it to the blocks over it. Jumps over the arrow.
That's like some of the most important things that you gotta have against bedman pressure. Block the overheads, the 6 heavies, and don't respect the malfunctions too much. Those are like some of the most common ways for bedman to score.
Oh, that's not gonna. Oh, alright. Super still beat that.
Ooh, good about it. Pushing Niamh towards the corner. Nice backdash out of the malfunction. And finds the roll. Gunshots. Ooh, some tricky stuff. I'm not sure where I needed to block there, and neither did Will.
Chaos is so tricky mix up once he has to say his 10 framer save jump, also with just J to K or into his own cross-up stuff, JD, and again J to K stuff, like multiple cross-ups.
Oh my goodness,
move malfunction.
It's been a pretty much a bedman round so far, and converts air to it. That might actually be a kill.
Ah, not quite. Ah, still catches.
Good idea there, though.
Low blocking.
I think Will just wanted to get a couple of jumpies there to... Oh, nice! Straight through the gunshots. And now, guard break in the corner. It keeps going. Niamh, not yet quite full burst.
Rollbacking with the super.
Right, doesn't need to work.
Getting a meaty. Okay, kind of meaty.
Oh, nice side swap.
Oh, that kills.
Will has had really nice, you know, sense for when to go for the reversal super so far. I think like three out of 3 have worked out for Will so far. Here we go once again, inviting Niamh in.
Nice conversion. Not quite pushing him out far enough so he can still confirm with super.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources went into this sequence really quick, but you know, the rewards are there, and Will is looking to take this round here. And with the positive bonus, Will is actually building back a lot of that burst.
Oh, the chip damage. Not quite get. Oh, interesting 6p box.
Yeah, this is season 3. Will spend all of their burst immediately, both the wild assaults, but look at how much meter. Look at how much burst he still has here after all that is said and done. That positive bonus just builds back your resources so fast. Nice. Strikes into the clone, and an opportunity to punish for Niamh.
Oh, mash is on there.
Break their guard.
Doing a safe jump, getting an arrow save. Oh, nice air throw. That's quite work. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Kind of, it just sucked up the air dash animation. Yeah. I just can't stop smiling at the same point, so I have the Batman text-to-speech mode and I forgot about that.
Oh, but this time the 6 heavy hits, the party starter, here come the loops!
Still converting into the heavy knockdown.
And that wild assault already preventing Niamh from getting into the 100 burst as well.
Ooh, this time though, not quite anymore in range for red hits. Oh! I knew so much red hits. So the super just has such a big hitbox in Batman, and since Chaos plus JD, which like moves inward, it would definitely happen.
Alright, has managed to evade the white assault once again. Breaking. Half health gone. Blocks there initially, but nobody can block forever when Happy Chaos still has bullets in the chamber.
Nice reaction well moved, bro. Now getting to a bit better in zoning. Nice conversion there. Oh, no, oh, blocks it, but doesn't get quite full conversion out of it. And gets thrown out of the stage.
Damn, that was... I guess the jump heavy was just a little too high up in the air. Again, avoiding. Wild Assault.
Oh, just hits. Just before the projectile hits. Oh, nice shimmy.
And of course, super
wall break.
Big value here. EmuNemo was completely out of bullets before the super, but now getting 6 extra ones for free. And
that should be enough.
Yeah, Bet is another Zero Guts character, so full damage coming in. And EmuNemo evens it up 3 points each.
I mean, Guts still lowers the damage, but it's one of the highest damages possible. It's just not as much like its Guts 3 or so. The damage reduction.
Oh, this time the Wild Assault manages to hit, starting up the sequence for HiWill. Lots of explosions. Moderate amount of damage.
Oh, catching the jump. And the error state, getting a combo confirmed.
She was trying to backdash out of the bomb ahead.
Didn't quite get the confirm, but the 2K to the into the super is enough.
I guess there were just no really good choices there. Take the guard crush or risk it with a backdash and get hit. And the spike is so fast. Because there's a little bit of a delay for you to take out the gun, especially if you go into steady aim.
Keep continuing with pressure, also with error state. Let's see how nice throw, OTG, Beyblade. Oh, no OTG Beyblade, but nice VP.
Take note also how Will is choosing to use resources here. How often do you see people just, as soon as they get sort of mashed out, just go into YRC during their own pressure? That's how much Will wants to keep Happy Chaos.
And the multi just catches the 6S.
Brilliant!
Multi is definitely one of the better ways to counter Chaos Clone.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know the interaction works like that. That's kind of nice. That's the perfect move to sort of catch Chaos's sleeping in the wheel. It moves you forward so much, and the multi-hit guarantees that they're gonna at least block something. Alright, finds the hit.
Oh, just a combo with the BRC. Gets the wall slam. Ah, das kommt falsch YRC.
Once again, the 2 heavy catches something. And that's gonna be a punish. With that amount of bullets, yeah. Corner to corner carry, use everything. And shoot.
Again, white so round starts, 4 wins the pressure.
It's really amazing that the white Wild Assault catches the round start curse as well. That makes your life so much easier in the round start RPS.
Just in general, white assault, I think, commonly seen best white assault version, since it has the invulnerability, gives the guard crush, and I think the white assault character also who have like the most range on their white assault. Except for Tepkin, I think. Since you see how far Batman just slept.
Duel 1.
Really like works well in well, matchups like this. It feels like the white assault is always the as soon as Will gets in the range, ready to fire it and tries to take the
with the explosion. Cross up.
What's next? Mash out. Conversion into the white assault, not necessarily the best value, however. EmuNemo is quite low on bullets here and won't be able to perform the super to fully reload.
And the cross up J2K. tries to air, but that was quite a bit too late. Bursts out for...
Preventing the positive bonus. Ooh, that was... I kind of like the idea, but at the last possible moment, unleashes the gunshot.
Nice block on
Smart.
Royalty.
So smart.
Right, so wallback for where we knocked down again, getting some mix-ups in there. And the cross-up. That should be enough.
That's so dirty. You blocked so many overheads already, and then you gotta be ready to block the left-right as well.
There's also an interesting chaos mix where you like cross up with JD and then do like roll for the double crosser.
Ooh, okay, spends both Wild Assault charges already.
Oh, managed to jump out the call just before the arrow comes out. Nice smash on the 5D.
The error is rolling.
Nice,
These plus frames.
Able to charge a bit off the explosion. Getting the OTG. Safe jump.
Here it comes. Nice jump
Oh,
on this time, but
oh, perfect.
that's the trade-off. EmuNemo was able to avoid the guard crush move, but then putting herself in a disadvantageous air-to-ground situation where Will was just able to land the anti-air.
I wondered to be honest if install super actually mattered since it gives light damage, but because I thought he was going to use the error state up. Oh, there was some resets into the super. And that's quite as much of damage. Again.
All resources are available for EmuNemo, and no hope for Will here unless you know, reach into the cookie jar and go for the hero burst, which would have surely not been the right choice. Look at that!
I at least like it that they finally buffed Batman 6B since the hitbox before was just utter garbage.
I mean, to be honest, it needs it.
Yeah, now it's at least a full neck and not just kind of the head at 2 points.
Here come the plus frames. Bomb the head from
Again,
behind.
charging a bit, being a bit more plus from the bomb.
Oh, when does it end? It's almost as dirty as the other way around.
Again, instantly Raya seed out.
Ooh, this time gets the
Oh,
Kooks
nice.
the buff.
Did you hear that? Liam didn't have a bullet. So he was just being back thrown. Nice smash. Yes, but didn't quite get the confirm. And the throw.
Gets a little bit of value from that.
No
deflection.
super rollback.
Still alive. Oh. Staircase back
Quite a
on the
bit of
front.
shit.
And the mix-up.
And the Jade. Wait, who won?
Oh my god. It was so close. Could have been, honestly, anybody's games there.
Yeah, 5p from Batman, just quite not enough damage for that. Oh, instantly using complete burst, but didn't quite get enough space by that.
Ooh, that's a big blunder. HiWill now having to start this game basically with no burst available at all.
This time we had on the BSD overhead. And the wall, back to the wall slums. Throw reset. Oh, nice throw on the 5D.
Alright. Fully charged.
What? But
Not quite enough.
the gun.
This is actually set point for EmuNemo.
6S.
Into ooh. Shot whips.
Oh, again, J2K hitting. Interesting curse setup. Wall slum. Again, another clone.
EmuNemo seems to be completely fine giving Will the little bit of extra meter from the wall slumps.
As long as it's not enough for a burst, I think you're fine, dude. But doesn't have the concentration anymore to continue the pressure. Nice blocks from. Now, ooh,
Not plus enough.
it was 6S, so with no gunshot. Oh, nah, I didn't quite complete confirm. Again, more plus frames and catching the air dash with the J.
Now that I think about it, the reason, perhaps one of the reasons why EmuNemo is just so liberally looping the wall slumps is that Will is not using meter to burst, or rather the burst to burst. He's using it mostly on Wild Assault, and it, like, no matter how much Wild Assault Will has, it doesn't make any difference if you're pressuring him.
With gunshot again, so that no punish on the 5D with.
It's gonna be a
Punish
punish.
the Beyblade.
This time,
Ah,
yeah,
this
not
time.
Oh,
And baits the burst.
Ow!
And no combo.
Help!
Super is definitely enough to KF with Eve taking the game. And the 7-4.
I think some of the MVP maneuvers for Niamh were definitely the RPS, the neutral footsies against Bedman's White Assault. It was out of those White Assaults that I think Will got like most of their value, most of their pressure started from those, skipping from the half screen range straight into the guard of Bedman. And as Niamh was starting to sort of feel it out and be able to dodge, especially like some of those like double Wild Assault attempts to start the round with, it makes a huge difference. At that point, when you don't have to worry about that, you know, that mid-screen distance being unchallengeable anymore, you get your hands are pretty much untied. You get to actually play the game. But at the same time, really great showcase of how the matchup works. It's as if it's as if like I mentioned, you don't really get to zone Bedman for free, and you gotta be much more aggressive as Happy Chaos in this matchup. But the time has come, and we are moving into the last matchup of the evening. We got some heavy hitters coming in. Marvel Big Wheel, Kai. Now, Marvel Big Wheel is pretty, was and is a very strong player, even in Season 2. However, I think Kai, as a character, definitely one of the biggest winners of Season 3 changes. There are a couple of characters such as like Sin, Chip, and Kai who utilize the Red Assault so well. And based on how I've had, when I've been running into Marvel Big Wheel in the Celestial Tower, he uses Red Assault so well. It's not even funny.
It's such a good tool for Kaibo, since it's like what bumped his skill really up, since he now gets a lot of confirms from he before didn't get any confirm with the fastest, which is very scary. It's like, I think Kai's fastest is now one of the fastest in game, since it's 10 frames now and is only -5 on block.
Yeah.
It's a very scary tool to play against, and with the situation that he can also combo with into Wild Assault is also another point. Like, makes Kai a really scary character this patch from like before being not so well seen.
And on top of that, the Wild Assault conversions that Kai gets, they're kind of damaging. Like, I get hit by almost anything on full screen. Kai gets full screen corner carry and like 50% of my health. That is way above average, I would say. Is like, all right, Chip gets, you know, full screen corner carry, does like 1/3 of your hit points. Sin gets the same combo, gets like 40%. But Kai, it
a
feels
bit
like
more. Nah, Sin does still a lot of damage.
Yeah,
More.
but like working in tandem definitely with the normal changes, the one you mentioned, Far Slash, is, you know, it's just so nice.
Next spends for 2 as well. It's now a frame slower, but still not that bad.
And, you know, we haven't had a really great showcase, like super top level showcase for Season 3 Kai on Bounty Hunters yet. I'm so freaking excited to see Marvel Big Wheel play. You're gonna see some footsies right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Here though, I don't know how good a usage Leo can actually do for white, so I haven't seen a lot from him though.
It's good. Leo definitely enjoys red assault as well. Although it's like, due to the nature of Leo, of course, it's a little harder for him to utilize it compared to Kai, because of course your neutral is not as good and you don't hit as far. But Leo generally enjoys the same extremely good benefits that all red wild assault users have. And ZoK is pretty primed and ready to use the tool as well, as based on what I've played against ZoKHiZ, uses wild red assault very actively as well.
It's true, it's really, that was at least 40% from it. Oh, nice patience. Ooh, and nice reaction on the throw. And instantly into super. Nice idea. No chance to burst there for ZoKHiZ.
Ooh, both misses actually.
I have to say, Marvin is really patient in this matchup. You can see that he's slow, neutral especially, he's like slowly approaching, pressing his normal buttons, not going into too much adversity, since Leo can like nuke a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, I would say Marvel is a really patient player overall, just completely fine concentrating on whiff punishing, doesn't rush it, and waits for their sort of opportunity to pounce at the opponent.
Also, nice use of the Sacred Edge use is just a bit more of a switch from Kai. Before it was like none, but now since the lightning damage got nerfed, and now that you and you can just like the shock state from it now.
Yeah.
At least you still got it before, but now it's more worth to break the wall with Sacred Edge, since it's kind of the same damage as the lightning. Now you just also get volume more, you also have shock state from it.
Ooh, actually being low enough to being able to avoid the fireball from the skies.
There's some nice whiff punishes with fast from or counter pokes, I guess.
Ooh, that's interesting. The fireball cancel actually caught ZoKHiZ from the parry stance strike. Alright, time to take this mix. It's a cross up.
Oh, but double cross up.
Yeah, nobody reacts to Leo White Fang, to be perfectly honest. But
didn't confirm in Sacred Edge. But yeah, baits it. Wants to bait the burst, but VP whiffs.
Yeah, that was not a combo drop. Marvel Big Will just made sure that ZoKHiZ is not gonna get a burst out there. Got a little bit of extra value there, ZoK, but ultimately
a bit too late to S, so that Marvel could grab him out of there.
Alright, momentum burst for ZoKHiZ. Wants to keep Marvel Big Will in the corner.
Good damage there.
Very low on resources though.
Oh, nice reaction, 60. And again, frozen.
ZoKHiZ has the 100 ready to go.
He's just annihilating him. Did he press Dragon Star? No, he pressed throw.
Yeah, that was a throw. Especially with when your opponent has 100 meter and you're like Leo White Fang or something, the throws become even more scary because the throw is not gonna, you know, cover your wake up option anymore like it would in the case of DP. ZoKHiZ bounces from the half screen.
Oh, nice low profile with standard bar there. I didn't quite get the confirm.
Rare footage of seeing Marvel Big Will drop so many combos. I wonder if they're a little harder on Leo.
I think it was more like with a bit of scaling there, like with the gravity scaling, that just the charge damage was a bit too much for the double close dash. And I think it can't be a Leo thing because the close dash, the double close is not a hitbox. I know it's like a gravity thing, and weight classes don't exist anymore this patch.
Speaking of close flashes, Marvel Big Wheel getting a really nice catch there from a close slash airborne.
Oh, nice shimmy. Making ZoKHiZ just a bit too scared and just being then thrown.
Yeah, another amazing showcase of Marvel Big Wheel's fundamentals. Just willing to play the shimmy, playing the shimmy very comfortably. Revealing the opponent's habits. Ooh, great! IP!
Nice throw.
Leaving ZoKHiZ in the throw range and getting an throw punish.
Oh, didn't quite. Not quite enough to lead to close there.
Yeah, Leo is one of those characters with the likes of Milia, Nago, Johnny, who, you know, have close slashes that reach so high up in the air that they're very hard to bait. Alright, ZoKHiZ turning up the heat here. The momentum is very fast to swing when Leo Whitefang is considered.
Oh, nice reaction.
Special doesn't quite reach for Marvel.
Oh, nice cross up.
Another
Again, this time blocks it and punishes with 2D. Again,
This will actually go into a sick
very nice
conversion.
inters from Marvel. And the 5D.
Damn!
Nice confirm.
Kai! With the Dama hair. There we go, that's a counter hit. So gonna get a really nice conversion here.
And while it's a Warwick 4, maybe not doing about 40% of the sales. Waiting up the DP, but I say that Zurich was quite lucky that the back turn K just didn't hit.
Ooh, got the side switch.
Unlucky hit.
Which we definitely didn't want. Unless.
And again, low profiles.
Hard
Wants
bait on
to
the
get
burst.
reverse.
Oh, that was not a throw! But another bait! ZoKHiZ is choosing to hold it into the
tick
grave.
throws.
Really interesting burst RPS there. Honestly, there really weren't any wrong or right choices there. There simply were choices. And even if ZoKHiZ died with the burst, he got a lot of value out of holding it, because Marvel Big Wheel dropped like hard dropped two combos there.
Entire for 2D.
Damn, okay. And it sticks as well, alright. Looking like a clean round for ZoKHiZ, but
Oh,
again,
by B again. Optimal punish 4 with 6k.
mark of a high-level player. You can get IBs randomly, sometimes accidentally, but when you get them consistently in the same places, that's when you know that, yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it purposely. 6P works out, switch sides, immediate burst. Sorry, not burst DP.
Oh, nice position on the close, but the twist still fast enough to catch the button from Marvel. Cross up. Didn't block well bad.
Oh, it's ZoKHiZ's time to hard bait the burst.
I think that will confirm out of the pay. Interesting wait after the right sword.
Ooh, that was a clean punish on the 2D. Into.
I think that's quite the confirm. Overcover. Flash. Side switch.
Is that a kill? That might actually be a kill.
No, not quite enough. It's like, what if he dragons? But with raw 5 is enough.
Does RTL, I think RTL does a slightly more damage than Sacred Edge, right? I'm not actually sure.
I think it's just a bit this patch, but not a lot since the damage nerfs of RTL. But I think you will just use Sacred Edge since you just get the how's it called? The shock state.
Ooh, even with the IB. Let's see if Marvel Big Wheel is able to get this run back. There's so much meter, so many resources available for both characters, or rather both players. And then? Oh, gets blown up by the parry stance strike. Marvel Big literally with 1 hit point.
I just looked it up without shock state. The damage difference from Sacred Edge and Ride the Lightning are just 4. So like Ride the Lightning does 4 more damage than Sacred Edge. So it's just definitely more worth to go for Sacred Edge just because of
the shock state that you get the cube.
And also if you are doing grounded Ride the Lightning as a fun fact, against the opponent on wall stick, you're not actually getting all the hits of Ride the Lightning. Which is quite valuable to know, since you're just then getting even less damage out of it.
Alright, but really important point for ZoKHiZ to get on the board before Marvel Big Wheel runs away with too much of an advantage.
Duel 1.
And I feel at this point, both players have been
good
testing
round
each other
start.
out, and now we get to the interesting rounds where both players have data and have something to iterate upon. Oh, speaking of iterating upon, ZoKHiZ finally gets probably the first burst read of the set correctly. Back turn B, one of the greatest anti-airs of our time. Did Marvel twitch? Nope. Oh, nice run. Sorry, jump out of the throw. And that round was all ZoKHiZ. This is kind of what it looks like when Leo Whitefang gets a couple of good reads in a row. It can be really fast. But I mean, the same goes for Kai as well. If you find some good reads and timings with a counter hit heavy buttons. Straight into the back turn S. ZoKHiZ ready to cash out with a super as well. Hard knockdown, and ZoKHiZ with a very little amount of resources, but they are gonna be building back quite fast.
Nice reaction on the tick throw from Marvel right there.
Meter for meter. Ooh, went for an air to air there
double
instead.
jump. But just the card stance. Nice reaction. Never not quite enough.
Yeah, that game was literally ZoKHiZ just predicting everything. Jumped out of 3 out of 3 throws. Yeah, what can you do? I guess sometimes you just guess wrong.
Duel 1.
Ooh, a nice looking whip punish there. Round start 5k against, what was that from Talk? Catches on the landing.
Another cross up. Oh, last run didn't hit.
You're in the mix with DJ ZoKHiZ. It's really annoying because you kind of can react to it. You can see that the Berserker Slash is coming, but because the situation is a little blurry and you probably are not properly woken up yet, it's just like not feasible to throw it there.
Nice action roll with the right assault there, so just that Marvel wouldn't think about or wouldn't have the ability at least to burst, but I think have burst there since their life was quite a bit. And he would keep 100 burst for the next one.
Alright, cash out. It's gonna be really close to a kill. A lot of damage coming in. Not quite enough to finish though.
And the 5k meaty.
Yeah, I think Kai 5k, I'm not sure if it recovers fast enough to bait 9 framers. It might, but it might not.
I think there's some setup at least for it. Bait DPs. As far as I know, you can set up it at least to be burst.
Ooh,
nice reaction, instant burst.
I can understand. ZoKHiZ can DP that if Kai is close enough, but at that distance, not really.
Going for a bit more optimal damage.
This should favor Marvel Big Wheel.
Nice frame trap.
God, this might actually... This is really close to a kill. Nope.
Double right assault for less burst for ZoKHiZ. Yeah, at least you can set up it for the
Yeah, the super is much slower, so certainly safe against that one. I see, very late.
Nice delayed RC.
I was about to say, I've seen Marvel do that so many times. Waits just enough frames for, you know, making you want to press a button, and then the delayed PRC drift forward. And we're disconnecting again? Question mark.
Seems so, yes. Yeah.
Previously, both the players came back to lobby as a result as well. Maybe there's some.
Yes, seems like same again here.
Something spooky going on, maybe. Right, 2-game lead for Marvel Big Wheel, 4-2. Really fast-paced action, fast-paced neutral as well.
Oh,
Rare footage of air-to-air snap hit confirmed by ZoKHiZ.
fast slash, just nice counter poke against this. Aber counter poke since XP is actually counter poke.
I really want to check frame data for how fast that 5K actually recovers.
Covers pretty fast. It's like it's 6 frames.
6 frames? Wait a second, really?
Yeah.
Let me see, where's my boy Kai?
It has 7 startup, 8 active, 6 recovery.
Yeah, so that basically means it can be safe against 9 framers. And that's probably the reason why Marvel Big Wheel has been using it all the time, kind of trying to bait ZoKHiZ into firing those reversals.
Oh, it's 6k. Every plus wings but waiting for the P that still gets.
Right, but now break the wall with Wild Assault, hard knockdown. Marvel Big Wheel has so much meter to defend against ZoKHiZ.
Oh, nice. Both trying to run at him, but first just faster than the close slash. Oh, countered it.
It's gonna go big
Nice confirm.
Ouch! Ouch! Oof.
50%, a bit more than 50%.
But now ZoKHiZ finds the micro dash 2K.
Oh, nice throw.
A little bit too close to the sun.
Waits for DP, but not quite a punch since he was still in range for it.
Oh, that was so smart for both players. As soon as Marvel Big Wheel saw the parry stance, went for the quickest low, but ZoKHiZ also came out of the stance immediately because he knew that would happen.
Nice. Delayed throw, but Marvel managed to take it.
Meter advantage is ZoK.
Oh,
that's
that's
Zok out of the sky!
That was a very high hit. But I guess it's kind of in the combination with Leo just falling down with a dive kick.
Yeah. I think Kai doesn't have any like extra vertical reach per se, but it's just a good button. Oh my goodness!
The crosser.
ZoKHiZ on a warpath! Look how much meter ZoKHiZ
Nice
also
DP.
has. Oh
Still
no!
gets
I wonder if they tried to input a super there or something.
could be a possibility.
Because the thing is, I think Marvel Big Wheel couldn't input RTL immediately at that distance. They would have probably gone over, so had to wait a bit. So it could have been an attempt to try to either DP or super. And now ZoKHiZ ready to maul. Look at that!
Oh, nice catch.
That's an Exert player air throw. He was waiting for it, but not long enough. And now there's nothing for Marvel to Big Wheel to defend with ZoKHiZ. Man, that was
Perfect.
that was some That was a momentum swing. But I think
Let's see if it goes on for the next matches.
Duel 1.
I think ZoKHiZ is really good at changing paces, so I would imagine here that ZoKHiZ doesn't necessarily keep up the wild pace, but plays a little bit more passive. ZoKHiZ is just overall
Another
really
guy
good.
Plus enough to legally win.
ZoKHiZ
In other
also,
countries in Germany.
yeah, ZoKHiZ is also one of the players who is like completely willing to knowledge check you, doing stuff like just guard 3 times in a row and checking, are you doing anything against it? Are you doing anything proper? Alright, good dash momentum jump.
Those dashes.
Oh, again.
Nice throw again. The gap pressure though that Marvel is using is very good.
With a delayed burst this time. I think Marvel was thinking about the burst initially.
Oh, the
Good old reliable.
not
Sliding.
quite enough of a kill. Oh, nice patience on that one.
Yeah, bet the farm there, thinking that Marvel Big Will might play Far Slash or 5 Heavy slightly delayed. Break it.
Nice
Yep.
TP.
Yeah, that's the right exploit.
Triple close slash.
Oh my goodness. Unfortunate combo with Marvel ready to grab that Berserker Slash though. Oh my god, that was probably the wildest throw bait I've ever seen. ZoKHiZ running into point blank range and then going 2D. Ready to unleash, yeah. Red Assault, is it gonna break? It's gonna break, but is it gonna kill?
That's the perfect timing.
Still somehow alive, but look at the resources.
Overgod burst.
Yeah, this is not gonna end. I think ZoKHiZ is done.
Yeah. Especially with other throw.
Like,
Taking to the match point. Taking Marvel to the match point.
such a tricky situation. That was 100 meter and positive bonus, and Marvel Big Will made ZoKHiZ block something, so unless you go into like the hardest hitting defensive resources, like just going hard burst, there's probably no way to get out of that pressure anymore. Right, finds the cross up, finds the low, prompting Marvel Big Will to unleash the burst. ZoKHiZ does so as well.
As corner escape. I'm not quite getting the Oki setup.
2K caught the backdash, but a little too far to convert into anything comfortably.
Oh, nice P.
The delay of the jump D kind of holds Marvel in the air. Ow!
That's the air to air. I think ZoKHiZ probably tried there to just air throw, but Marvel was just fast enough with the J8.
Yeah. The old Guilty Gear player reactions probably shining through there, but it's just so hard to try to instant air throw Kai's like air normals, especially since air throw is just a frame slower than it was in the past.
Marvel just right also just doing a bit of safe pressure just with staying 2Ps and so.
Oh.
Nice DP.
Damn! He is strong. It was a lot of guts from both players there at the end. ZoKHiZ completely willing to bet the farm on a reversal throw, and then Marvel Big Will returns that with a DPRC. But that's a good ass set. That's some good ass Kai gameplay. I'm looking forward to seeing way more Kai this patch as well. I think people are still sleeping a little bit on Kai from my point of view, especially since, you know, it's not apparent at first. It's like with just the character specific changes, everything is kind of like, yeah, it looks kind of nice, but then combined with the system changes and with Wild Assault, Kai's looking so good. And being piloted by talented players such as Marvel Big Wheel. Crazy stuff. Alrighty, but we have reached the end of our show today. Lots of good matches. It was fun seeing new faces from all over the world. It was extremely fun to commentate with you as well.
Yeah, you agree on that. I just needed, like, I think 2 sets to get, like, into your commentating flow. Since you can talk a lot.
Yeah, people often say, or rather, I tend to say that I talk quite a bit, and it's sometimes hard for people to get a word in.
Yeah, I managed to get the hang of it after at the third set, I think it was.
Alright, let's see where we are gonna dump our viewers. Is there any Guilty Gear action? Usually there's something during Sundays. There's of course the big profile tournaments going on in North American soil. Nothing EMEA related at the moment, I think. So perhaps this time around, I'm just gonna pick a random person to raid, probably. Let's pick this person. Alright, but you know the deal. If you want to play next week, do join my Discord, for instance. The sign-up forms are going to be posted over there, and we'll match you up with a player of your skill level. And we're going to have these lit-ass FT7 sets every Sunday, 5 p.m. CEST. Alright, it's been fun. We'll see you guys again next Sunday. Till then. Or actually, do you have any last words, Poki, if you want to shout yourself out or, you know, stuff like that?
Not really. But one thing I can say is that I think in, I don't know which weeks or 2 weeks, I think it is, there's 10v10 happening. Germany again. Wait, which was it? I think it should be UK.
Is it one of the battalion versuses?
Yeah, I think it should be the battalion versus.
Yeah, the one that Orochi has been running.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the only ones who keeps running these country versus country 10v10s.
I'm sadly not participating in it, but we have a pretty stacked team in Germany.
Those are always really fun to watch. Sort of, you know, players like separately usually, but putting groups of players like in categories of, all right, these are German players, these are Swedish players, these are Finnish players. It's kind of cool, and then check, you know, which country has the more tougher players.
I saw the date. It's 5th of November.
So in exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep, Sunday, 5th of November. Look forward to that one. But for now, we bid you farewell and see you again next Sunday. Till then, stay safe and peace.
Bye.